Hey, everyone. Before we jump into this episode, I want to take a quick moment just to talk to each of you guys directly. First and foremost, thank you so much for your patience. I know it's been a little while since the last new episode of the podcast, since the last new episode of Wilhelm, and I genuinely appreciate everyone who stuck around, checked in, and continued to support the show during the time that I've been away or that I haven't produced any new content. A big reason for that break is I recently stepped into a new role with Altered Reality Entertainment, which, if you don't know who they are the company that put on conventions in different locations across the country. They're the producers of Rhode Island Comic Con, which is one of the largest conventions in the country, as well as Rhode Island Anime Con, Colorado Springs Comic Con, TerraCon, and a number of other events. I recently stepped into a new position with them. It's been a exciting but very busy transition. It's an incredible opportunity that I am incredibly grateful for. And while it pulled a bit of focus away from recording for a little bit of time, it's also something that's only going to make Wilhelm better in the long run. And that's through new things that I can do with the podcast, incorporating when working with Altered Reality, new connections that I make, and things like that. So again, I appreciate you guys sticking it out. And the good news is that I'm fully back now behind the microphone, and we are kicking things off strong. As you can see, new theme song, as you will see in a second. Actually, you haven't seen it yet. New theme song, new video intro that goes along with it. And I'm incredibly excited about those things. Again, kicking things off strong, lots of new stuff coming. I also want to say this out loud because I know it's been a long time coming. The Wilhelm Patreon is finally finished and launching in the next couple weeks. This has been something I've wanted to do the right way for a long time, which is why it's taken me so long to get it done. And I'm really excited to roll it out and give you guys a chance to support the show, as well as getting some fun little extras along the way for showing your support for the show. Lastly, I want to take a moment to say thank you for something that honestly just means the world to me. I recently won some awards for the podcast. And while my name and Wilhelm's name might be on those awards, they absolutely belong to the community just as much. Wilhelm would not exist without you, the listeners, without people who have come on and co-hosted episodes with me, without celebrities who have come on to have conversations with me, without you and without everybody showing up, sharing episodes, giving feedback, and just being a part of this journey from the beginning. None of this would have ever happened. I wouldn't be doing this. I'm incredibly proud of what this show has become over the years. It's morphed a lot, and we're really dialed in now to what this show is meant to be. And I'm beyond grateful for all of you for being along for the ride. It truly means the world to me. Thank you. With that being said, let's get into the episode.
From movie screens to TV scenes, movie reviews and everything between. Top 5 breakdowns, favorites win, celebrity conversations pull you in. Hit record, let the reel begin. Big screens, bold takes, let's dive in. Step into the spotlight. Welcome to Wilhelm!
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Wilhelm. Happy New Year, and welcome to the first new episode of 2026. I am your host, Ben Beck, and today we are kicking things off looking back at what was actually like a pretty spectacular year in entertainment. And we're doing it, of course, with the Best of 2025 episode. You know, it felt like one of those years where every week there was something new and worthy to watch, whether it was on the screen in the theaters or at home on the screen. So it only felt right to kind of dive into all of that with some familiar faces, obviously, from the podcast. Welcoming first, he has been on the podcast a number of times. We actually did a number of episodes co-hosting with each other on the Podcastica Network. He is the co-host and co-creator of the Quit Chasing podcast. Welcome back to Wilhelm, Alex Krugar.
Thank you, sir. Happy to be here. Happy to see everybody again, and very happy to tackle one of the hardest subjects I've tackled this year, which is the Best of 2025. It's been a phenomenal year.
Yeah, been a really, really tough year. And, of course, welcoming back to Wilhelm again as a multiple-time guest. He is a great friend. He's one of my fellow moderators for Altered Reality. He is also the creator of the Critics platform. Please welcome Klep Napier back to Wilhelm.
Thank you for always having me, Ben. It's always a pleasure to be here, man. What up, Alex?
Of course.
Hey, buddy.
I love that there was a friendship between you two now, too, at least like following each other on Facebook because of the last time we did this.
I will say, coming into this year, knowing Klep for an entire year, this is such an easier, just like easy breezy, beautiful Cover Girl episode to do. I'm so hyped. So hype.
Not a sponsor. Cover Girl is not a sponsor.
I agree, man. We got to build community, man. We got to build community.
It's the only way to get it done.
Yeah, exactly. So, so like I said, this is the Best of 2025. We're going to talk about some of our favorite television and favorite movies from the past year. So if you're kind of looking to revisit some old favorites, catch up on anything you might have missed, or if you're like me, you listen to podcasts and you just want to argue with the podcasters in your car over what some of the picks were, this is the right time to do it. As I kind of mentioned in the intro before I started recording with my guests, you have the possibility that you're possibly watching this now in addition to listening. So video content is coming forward, starting with this episode, which I can't wait. It means we have to look presentable and wear pants.
You know what? I did my Neutrogena routine today, so I'm ready for this.
Stop mentioning things that aren't sponsored.
No, you're right. I gotta stop name dropping.
And actually, if you look at the framing, go ahead, Klep.
I was gonna say I love the background. By the way, I was gonna say that reminds me of Saved by the Bell.
we were just talking about. Wait, you're talking about Alex's or mine?
Yours, the where our boxes are, the little background that you have.
The background,
yeah.
Which is part of the new intro video. Also came along,
which is also fun.
Yeah, new theme song, new video, everything for the podcast. I'm
Zach
kicking
Morris
it off.
Haircut.
Alex's Zach Morris haircut. Yeah, we're going
here.
Retro.
We're here
with
for
this
it, guys.
too. I should have had the name of the guy that helped me create the intro music, and I apologize to him. I'll make sure to mention him in the show notes. But he helped me write the theme music and write the lyrics, and he created the music for me. And then the video I actually did myself. So I'm incredibly proud of that because I've never done anything like that before.
Nice.
So what do you say? Let's just dive into, because we're going to have a lot to talk about. So I don't want to kind of vamp for too long.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
I got to do one thing, Ben, before, if you don't mind. I have to dedicate this episode to my late friend Munchie the cat. He is truly missed. And my house feels so empty. Normally, I wouldn't be able to do anything with my door open because he would be all in my business. And now it's like,
you're with two cat guys, so we get it.
Yeah. I felt I not to dive too deep into it because I don't want to brush up or open wounds or anything like that. But I felt it when you posted that because, like Alex said, you're with two other cat guys right now. I have three. They're all over 15 years old. I'm not looking forward to those days. So, and I have a feeling like mine are like they're just going to happen one after another, and I'm going to be devastated. But let's not, I feel for you, and I was really bummed to see your post because I've seen pictures of you with them, and it's so I knew it hurt.
Fully seconded dedicating this episode. Nicely done. Good call. Good call.
Absolutely.
He's here with me.
Yeah. So I'll put something in the beginning too.
I like it.
In
memoriam.
So before we jump into our lists, let's it has been a while since I've recorded any top 5 episodes, so let's just kind of quickly set the table again for how it works.
Okay.
Neither myself, Alex, or Klep have revealed our lists to each other, so we're going into this completely blind, which is part of the fun of it. We're going to reveal the lists as we go forward, starting from 5 down to 1. We're each going to bring our top 5 favorite television shows and then our top 5 favorite movies. And these aren't necessarily ones that we think are the best movies of the year. These are just ones that kind of, they're our favorites. They kind of hit us the hardest. They connected with us. They stayed with us throughout the year. So those are the reasons why they're making our lists. When it comes to television, it doesn't necessarily have to be a show that debuted in 2025. It could just be a show that had a standout or stellar year. And it made our lists for those reasons. So it's fair game. Also, because there's so much content in 2025, we're going to give you some honorable mentions at the end. And there's also a possibility, although Klep says there's not, there's also the possibility of some overlap between us.
I'm excited to see if and where it happens.
Me too.
I think maybe one out of my list. Maybe one.
Okay.
I think
All
it's
right.
more likely to happen in TV than movies, personally.
Yeah, I
that's
think
where
movies.
I think it's maybe if there's any overlap in television, it's going to be between you two, and I'll explain why in a second.
Okay.
And also
wait.
there's probably going to be some ones where like people listening are be like, how did this not make your list? And again, it's all a matter of opinion. These are just ones that kind of stuck with us the most. That being said, let's kick things off with top 5 favorite television shows of 2025. And the reason why I think there's going to be more overlap between you two than myself is because I really slacked on watching shows in 2025.
I did not.
I was continuously rewatching shows I have seen 100 times because they were just comfort. And don't get me wrong, there's a number of shows I watched that were new and had or continued in 2025 that are on the list, but there's so much. Like, what were the awards that happened last night? It was
People's Choice Awards, or the Critics' Choice.
The Critics' Choice Awards. There are so many shows that got nominated that I've never even seen yet.
I get that. I get that.
For example, The Pit. The Pit has been on my list for months now. Still haven't seen it.
I got nothing.
You know what's
for
so crazy is there was a lot of shows that were winning last year. It was like the repeat awards.
Yeah, that's true. That's super true, actually.
It was really weird.
Okay, all right. But let's dive in. We'll go from 5 to 1, and we'll see where we fall for our top 5 favorite TV shows of the year. And you know what? Alex, we'll start with you on this one, and then Klep, we'll start with you on the movie side of things. Cool. Give us your number 5.
Number 5, coming in hot like a cannon, with a stacked cast of all-stars and an anthology show that is one of my absolute favorites. I got The White Lotus coming in at number 5. I thoroughly enjoyed all of the storylines that were presented to us. I didn't think any of them were that soft. I thought that Mike White did a really good job of telling a sprawling story. I thoroughly enjoyed the scenery, as always. Everyone was good, man. It introduced me to Patrick Schwarzenegger in a way I wasn't aware of. Same with Carrie Coon. Even the one episode with Sam Rockwell and his amazing speech was phenomenal. Mike White proves he can do it any time out, every time out, and I thoroughly enjoyed The White Lotus. That is my number 5.
Okay. I want to preface too by saying it's something else I forgot in the intro. Again, it's been a while. We're going to try and, for movies in particular, we're going to try and be as spoiler free as possible, but we might not be able to avoid it with some shows. So just a fair warning, there may be spoilers. When it comes to the three of us, even if I've never seen the show, I don't care. Like, spoil away if it's something that's part of the top conversation.
Yeah, at this point.
Yeah, because again, White Lotus, another show I have yet to watch.
I had a feeling that there's going to be a bunch on, after your preface, a bunch on Klep in my list that you haven't watched. I'm obviously not going to reveal the big nasty, but I think at parts people were a bit disconcerted by the pace of the show, and I think it'll serve very well in a binge when you do get to watch it instead of an episodic drop. Like, there are some shows that are really benefited from the episodic drop because you get to think about and postulate and wonder about the mystery, but I actually think The White Lotus is better consumed like 3 to 4 episodes at a time. But it's a winner. I loved it.
Okay. I mean, you kind of had me at Sam Rockwell because I'm a huge Sam Rockwell fan. So
Sam Rockwell and Walton Goggins, buddy.
Walton Goggins as well, yeah.
Like, come on. And Jason Isaacs, like Lucius Malfoy, full brain. It was amazing. Yeah, just phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Cool. All right. I mean, I've never seen it, but I've heard great things, so I'm sure that's a really good pick for number 5.
I only know about one thing about that show is there was a major death in one of the seasons at the end. That was the only one I know about.
There's a major death every season, I promise you.
Wow.
That's a took.
Isn't it a hotel?
It is. It's a hotel chain. First season was Hawaii. Second season was Italy. Third season was Thailand.
Oh, okay.
I think next season is Paris. So I'm excited for whenever they do White Lotus in the snow. That's going to be a great season.
So it's not like only murders in the building where why do people keep living in that building if somebody gets murdered every year?
Correct.
Right.
It's a chain in different locations. So it also gives them the opportunity to switch up the cast. But because of the chain, you can bring certain employees around season to season to pop back in.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. It's on my list.
What is it?
Exactly.
What
at this
is
point. Klep, over to you. Number 5 on your list for top 5 favorite TV shows.
I mean, I couldn't start a list of favorite TV shows without this particular series. You know, Ben, Daredevil Born Again.
Nice. That's amazing. You just saved me from having to use that one later. Fantastic.
I was going to say, we're already on our first overlap. It's just a matter of where they fall on our list. Yep.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Klep.
I mean,
the floor is yours.
Listen, I love. We all know I'm a Daredevil fanboy to the heart.
Matt Murdock,
I don't think it was particularly the best thing from Marvel since Endgame, but it was a great starting point for what's to come with this character. So I thought that they did it well. I thought that they kept it true to what we were familiar with on Netflix, but still making it fresh. Everybody brought their A game, and even talking with the cast, yeah, they really just nailed it. They have me so hanging on, waiting for what's to come, even from this and the spinoffs with Punisher and beyond. So I think that they did a really good job of bringing the Daredevil cast and crew back.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, a kind of little inside tea. Like, we found out very early on last year that we were booking the cast of Daredevil for Rhode Island Comic-Con last year. Mm-hmm. And knowing how big of a fan you were, what was the one thing I did and lived up to? I told you probably in April or May of last year that I was going to do my best to get you on stage with the cast of Daredevil. Yeah, and what happened at Rhode Island Comic-Con.
Hey, magic happened, man.
I got you.
Disney magic got sprinkled in Rhode Island.
With the exception of Charlie Cox, because he was way too busy to get there.
Yeah.
But you still put on a great panel, man, with that cast. That was a really cool opportunity.
I think the show is solid, man. Solid.
Yeah, me too.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I like the episodic structure at the beginning with White Tiger. That old saying that you can see the seams of where it was one show and then where it morphed into the other one. But I thought, all things considered, they handled it well. Spoiler alert, fast forward 30 seconds if you didn't see the first 30 seconds of the season, but was amazed at the major death in episode 1. But the way that they honored that character and used that to propel Matt's journey was really, really well done. I thought the stuff with both he and Kingpin separately and together was phenomenal. They brought in Bernthal in the best way possible. Like, they did everything I wanted them to do. Was it still a little Disney-fied? Yes. But the bank heist episode is one of my favorite episodes of Marvel TV.
That's the episode that
ever.
Sticks with me always.
Dude, I adored that episode. That was so good.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, major death, I don't know what you're talking about.
Foggy.
Really?
No, because I don't think that happened.
Oh, okay. So you're just denying it.
No. I'm not denying anything.
You're not sold that it occurred?
I'm not denying anything.
I mean,
it is my
prediction.
Electro. It is my prediction for season 2. That was faked.
Did you guys see the trailer?
No.
Oh,
I've been trying really hard
it.
not to watch trailers recently.
No. Well, I saw the trailer at New York Comic Con. They haven't released it yet.
Yeah,
okay.
Season 2. Yet. Yeah. So I've seen it though.
In the comics, which they are basing this on, Foggy faked his death. So I don't think
you're blowing my
that
brain.
Major death that happened didn't happen.
And I may or may not have saw some things in that trailer.
Those things could be flashbacks, Klep. Those could be flashbacks.
I know. I thought that too, but we'll see.
I don't like when they cheat death. I feel like it diminishes character growth because that really affected Matt this year in a way that I thought was really, really powerful.
Well, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say, just to give nods to this season. One of the things that I think that when you were talking about Disney-fied, is I feel like for some reason Marvel and Disney, they're afraid to let their shows drag out. So and I feel like they gave us what we wanted by slowing things down a little bit compared to all the other Disney Plus shows, because we haven't really got a slow-paced show since WandaVision.
Correct.
Or
you're absolutely right. Even Loki was never slow-paced. It was always a mad dash.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was a little bit slow, but it was still like jumping. Like you really had to watch that show to know what was going on.
That's a great call.
WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier were really at a pace where it was like, this is meaty. This is a lot to take. They haven't given us that in a while, so they kind of did that with this, and I appreciated that.
Yeah, I like
slow
that.
It down, Marvel. Slow it down.
I am with you though, Alex, in the whole kind of taking away from the death of a character because of everything that it did and everything that it affected. And I'd be curious that if that is the route that they go in season 2, and Foggy did in fact fake his death. First off, they better meticulously lay out the details as to how that happened, because when you have somebody like Matt who can hear a heartbeat. Come on, you got to figure out a way to do that. But, another good example of that I know and I don't know if you know as well, when they backtracked on Rick Grimes' death in The Walking Dead, that bugged the shit out of me.
Yeah. It bugged the shit out of a lot of people.
Because that death was a sacrifice that they completely undid.
No, that's a good call. That's a really good call. But
at least with that one, they undid it in the same episode.
No, that's true. They didn't put Glenn under a dumpster for 3 episodes. Fair enough.
Everybody knew Glenn wasn't dead. Come on.
No, he was. Lucille was thirsty for Glenn.
So, which brings me to me and my top 5. And this was a show, honestly, that went by so quick, and we waited so long for the second season. The second season went by so quick, and it's been a while since we've got it, that I actually had to go back and check my math. I'm like, was it in 2025 or was it 2024? My number 5 is The Last of Us.
Nice. Very good choice. Very, very good choice.
I forgot that there was a season 2.
Yeah. And it's not just because I podcasted on it with Podcastica every week. It's the fact that it's flip of a coin as to whether or not you hated the season or you loved the season. And I fell on the love of the season. A lot of people who hated the season because they weren't crazy with the casting of Abby.
Yeah,
and
that's all.
I love
Caitlin Devers.
I did. I do too. I thought she was actually really great casting of Abby. And I was a fan of it. But, you look at the impact of, again, spoiler alert, a major death that happened. We're talking major death.
Yep.
That happens in that season 2.
Handled beautifully.
Handled incredibly well. And I'm coming from somebody who's played the games multiple times as well. So I think they handled that death great. They gave it a load of emotion, because even though I knew it was coming and I knew how it was happening, still fucking cried.
Well, and I really like how they built Joel and Ellie's relationship in the episode preceding it. To establish where they were, so that the impact of that really hit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and even building that relationship back up, but still leaving a little bit of it unrevealed until the finale.
True.
When you see that porch scene between Joel and Ellie, and you realize they forgave each other. You just didn't know it until the end.
Right.
And it brought you back to his death and made his death impactful again, like a second time. And now they're leading us into a third season, which I'm very curious how they're going to do it, because it's going to be very Abby-centric.
Yes, it is.
I just don't know when we're going to get it. But, again, I had to remind myself this happened in 2025, and once I did, Last of Us had to be on my list.
No, that's fair. That's fair. There's actually one of those for me as well that I was like, oh, my God, that was this year? Well, I have to shoehorn it in now.
But let's move on. Let's move on to number 4, Alex. What you got?
All right, man. I struggled for so long. I have 2 different comedies that this could be. I don't know if I'm making the right choice, but it's mine, and I'm going to go with it. It's Chad Powers. I am a huge Glenn Powell fan, man. Like I said it last year, I was buying all the stock, and I was not kidding. I thoroughly enjoyed Chad Powers. It is a stupid as hell, ridiculous premise of a movie or a TV show that would never work in real life, but it's so earnest, and it's got Steve Zahn, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So Chad Powers, the story of a washed-up quarterback coming back and playing college football through the prosthetics industry. It's phenomenal. I loved it. I loved it to pieces. It's so dumb. I can't wait for season 2.
Is it based on a true story?
No, it is based on a thing that Eli Manning did for ESPN, where he pretended to be Chad Powers and enrolled at Penn State, and he crushed it. So they are now expanding that from a 30-second bit on SportsCenter to an entire season. It would never work. It's so illogical, but that's the beauty of it.
Isn't that funny though? That how and again, it's Ted
Lasso again.
It's the Ted Lasso effect.
Yes,
it really is. It's that little bit that becomes a series.
So my second choice in this spot, and hopefully no one else has on their list, I'm not about to ruin it, but was The Studio with Seth Rogen. And
that's on my list.
It's on my list too.
Never mind it. I'm not going to say another word. So Chad Powers was my number 4, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, I can't wait for season 2. It's so dumb. It's the best.
Okay, that's fair. It's another series I haven't seen yet, but it's on my list.
And you do not have to rush to it, but when you do, just take a day and an edible, and you'll love it.
All right, that's fair. That's totally fair. Klep, over to you. Number 4.
Mine's is not a comedy at all, but this is a show that I've been watching for probably the last 4 or 5 years, and they're finally on their final season of
I think I know what it is.
Spinoff.
I think I know what it is.
Power Book 4 Force.
Yep.
You've been podding on it, haven't you?
Yeah, man. Listen, this is one of those shows that when it first came out, I completely avoided it. I have a weird love-hate relationship with the way that street life is presented on television. So I didn't watch it for a very long time, and it was ending, and everybody was buzzing about it. No spoilers. I didn't get any spoilers the whole time it was on. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump into this. And I watched that first episode. Man, I'm telling you, I ain't stopped watching since it. And I was 5 years late. Started watching it. And then once I finished it, they were going into their first spinoff. I watched that. Then they came out with a third spinoff, which was a prequel to the whole show. And then they dropped another spinoff, which is what I'm watching right now, and it's about to come to an end. So I'm fully invested in this universe, these characters, everything that's going on in this world. They could drop 20 spinoffs, and I'm there, front and center, watching all of them. So it's kind of bittersweet that this is about to end, but I love this show.
You and another colleague, Julian, which I don't know if you know him or not, you guys are both heavily invested into this show, and I keep hearing Power and then Power Book 5 or Book whatever, or Book 2, and I'm I'm so confused. Are these different series and such? But it's thankful because of your coverage and Julian's coverage that I've been able to kind of grasp it a little bit better.
Yeah,
as to what they are.
Just to give a little it's a show about the first show was about a club owner who got all of his money, his millions, from the drug game. He has a very hot-headed partner who's a white boy, but he's very hot-headed, worse than Eminem. And he wants to stay in the game. The club owner wants out of the game, but things just keep happening that keep pulling him back into the game to the point where it just gets absolutely crazy. Family issues, friends and family lost, that kind of thing. It's just chaos. And they did a spinoff with one of the original cast members. Then they do a prequel about one of the original cast members. And then now the fourth spinoff is, the third spinoff is another of one of the original cast members. And it's executive produced by 50 Cent. So
okay, all right.
Yeah. It is a solid watch. I call it a Dick Wolf show for the streets.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, all right. That
Law and Order for the Streets. I'm here for that.
That is literally what it is because it's
like
smart.
It's like Dick Wolf does The Wire.
Ben, you haven't seen The Wire, have you?
Maybe. Okay. All right.
Ben, have you seen The Wire?
Yeah. I mean, I could
Alex,
say
you
yes.
know the answer to that question.
Yes, I would say yes. I would say yes-ish.
I'd watch
because it's not the ensemble isn't that big, but it is. It's smart, man. It's smart, and it's. I really enjoy the writing. I love the writing. I love what they do with it.
It's a Showtime series, right?
No, it's Stars.
Stars.
Oh, okay. Stars. That's it. Okay.
Stars, but you can watch it through Prime. So.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Optimus.
Fair.
And there's one more episode left, and I'm already it's on my list.
Nice. I love that. I love that confidence.
So you're taking a chance that they're not going to shit the bed with the finale.
No, I'm just expecting some heartbreak, but I mean it's
okay.
And it's not going to end. They're already working on another spinoff.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. You're fine.
The ones who live.
Yeah.
That then brings me on to my number 4, and Alex, you mentioned it already. My number 4 is The Studio.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
It is a show, Klep. You and I talked a little bit about this when it aired, because you and I both got screeners to it. So we watched it before the rest of the world got to see it. And it is so well done. It is so well told. The cast is absolutely phenomenal. Without going into too much detail, Bryan Cranston's character, man, steals the fucking series.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
By the end of that show.
And is Dave Franco. For me.
Ike, but I mean, Ike Barinholtz, like
really good,
Ron Howard. Ron Howard and Scorsese.
Scorsese,
yeah.
Yep. Ice Cube. We can just keep going.
Everybody in that series, from the cast
Anthony
to the cameos. That's right. Anthony Mackie's in it too. But everybody in that show, from the cast to the cameos, is fantastic. Every role, every guest spot is incredibly well written. It's just the show is so well done, and I can't wait for them to bring on the second season, because we already know it got greenlit for a second season.
Yeah.
And I think, and it is what introduced me. I know you used to go, but it's what introduced, because isn't it at CinemaCon at the end?
CinemaCon, yeah.
And it's like, I need to go to CinemaCon, and I filled out my press credentials for CinemaCon this year.
I almost feel so bad for people who are on the other side of the fence who do not understand what goes on in this industry, because that show is for us.
It is what to the film industry what Scrubs was to the medical profession, like the closest to reality.
Yes.
The episode with the Oner was one of the most beautiful pieces of and that's the thing I think your casual observer isn't going to get about the studio. It is all of the extremely artistic ways that they address things. The way that they cut in that Anthony Mackie film in the Ron Howard episode, it's actually brilliant. And they tell their own little self-contained story. But again, the episode with the Oner, the episode on the shrooms, good old-fashioned Hollywood buffet,
Hollywood buffet.
Oh my God! Just the way it's shot and the way it's done, you can tell it's done by people that thoroughly love and adore, but are not out of their world about the industry that they're in. Like Seth Rogen, he's a genius.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm a big Seth Rogen fan, especially because of even more so now because of the studio. But the studio is what gets me excited for the fact that he's bringing back the Muppet Show.
I knew you were going to bring up the Muppets because I'm really excited about that too. February 4th, everybody check it out.
Aired already, right? Or
no, February 4th.
February.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
Disney
but
Plus.
The trailer aired. The trailer
just came out yesterday.
Sabrina Carpenter hosts, and it's either half an hour and an hour variety show, and I cannot wait.
Yeah. I mean, and Klep and I had our little experience with the Muppets this past November at Rhode Island Comic Con with Bill Diamond's display. But you're right. Like Klep, it's the show is funny if you're not in the industry, but if you are in the industry, whether it be like you are an agent, you're a publicist, or a journalist like we are, the show just hits a little harder. Because we get that kind of inside nature of everything.
So perfect.
It's so well Great done. Call. Like I had to put it on my list.
Great number 4.
I almost put it higher, but like there was just the other things that I knew were just as good.
Can I tell you where it is on my list, or should I wait?
You can if you want, because I can tell you Daredevil Born Again is my number 3, and I don't really have much else to say on it.
Studio was my number 1.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Was there anything that you feel you left out? Are you going to wait until the number 1 slot to really go in?
No. Like I feel like everything we said is like straight up. It for me, because I love this industry. I love what we do. I love everything about what we. And that show, it was very unexpected because a lot of Apple TV shows that I get, they're kind of hit or miss. They kind of feel. I don't know what's the right word. It kind of like, did you see that John Hamm show?
Your Friends and
Neighbors.
It's an honorable mention of mine.
I felt like that was a little too heavy.
It was
a little sluggish, and that's what a lot of Apple shows.
There was a Paul Rudd therapist movie a little while back. Maybe Paul Rudd and Will Ferrell. And that's how that one felt like to me. It was like, okay, but all right, guys. It's not as good as like Platonic.
But the studio, man, even Platonic was a little too slow for me. But the studio just every episode just was like bang, bang, bang. I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
There were legit moments in that series that had me belly laughing.
Well, and I think it also helped that for the most part of the 8 to 10 episodes, it was fairly episodic without too much of an overarching theme until the last 3 to 4. So you really got to see all these different sides. They weren't necessarily trying to talk about how, oh my God, who's the woman from Schitt's Creek?
Catherine O'Hara.
Thank you. Catherine O'Hara was back in the fold and all that. Like, you just understood how it worked. Like, they didn't talk down to you. They didn't over-explain anything. They just told you, hey, Olivia Munn or whatever is going to be making this movie, and she's not happy with the final product, and she's going to steal her own film. And it's brilliant, and it's delightful.
Oh, yeah. And not only that, Ben, I mean, that series is beat for beat my entire 2025 year. Like, CinemaCon. I'm like literally watching my life play out in a comedy, and it's just brilliant. It's
it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Trust me, I'm hoping to get the CinemaCon experience this year in 2026.
So that series is the soundtrack of my life.
It's so good. Yeah, it had to be on my list, and being your number 1 doesn't surprise me at all.
It's beautiful.
Let's move on. Number 3, Alex, what do you got?
All right, number 3 is a season 2 of a TV show that I thoroughly enjoyed season 1 of. And season 2, I think, in a lot of ways, upped the ante and leveled up the game the way it needed to, and that's Severance. I thought that this season of Severance was really, really good. We got more background on Harmony Cobell. We got more background and more interesting questions about the humanity of the procedure, what that looks like to create a second person. The Cold Harbor episode has to be a top 5 episode release this decade, where you're just going through all of the different personalities that Mark's wife went through, but also the not to spoil, I hope, but the final question at the end of the season of like, okay, who are you rooting for in this scenario? What pairing do you want to see? Because you can understand both sides, and losing either is brilliant. And like, it was great. The way that they sent off John Turturro was otherworldly. Zach Cherry continues his tour de force, and Tramel Tillman is deserving of every single solitary award that they have under the sun. He is the reason I wear turtlenecks to work sometimes. Just the performance, the tour de force that he brings as Mr. Milchick, it is unlike anything I've seen on TV in years. And the fact that he just kind of showed up in this show and has taken it over has been nothing short of miraculous. But like season 2 of Severance was phenomenal. That is my number 3 pick.
Do you want to hear something that's probably not a surprise?
You haven't seen it yet, Ben, have you?
I haven't seen it yet.
You don't.
Wow.
No kidding. No
Severance.
kidding.
Severance and Shrinking are 2 shows that are the top of my list to watch when I can.
You gotta definitely watch Shrinking. You will probably break watching Shrinking.
Well, I mean, again, it's another Bill Lawrence series. It's another Brett Goldstein series, just like Ted Lasso, just like Scrubs.
Yep.
So I have a feeling the tone of the show and the heart of the show, I'm already going to be reeled in for it. I haven't watched it yet. Shrinking, I'm waiting because I know season 3 is about to hit.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? That's fair. That's super fair.
And I also know Michael J. Fox is in season 3.
He sure is. Well, as Parkinson's heavy. And just everything about it. They just keep on elevating Harrison Ford. Keep being Harrison Ford until the day you die. You delightful bastard.
Man, I'm telling you,
he's so alive in the show.
He really is.
You see him in a lot of stuff, even on his press run, and he's just a grumpy old man. He's done his duty. He's like, whatever, fuck this shit. But in this show, he starts a certain way, but after he's just so warm, and so his presence is so needed and appreciated in the series.
Yeah.
I love that.
You're right. He is that grumpy old man, but he plays into it so well. And still to this day, I've heard jokes that he tells that, and I'm talking Harrison Ford, not his character from Shrinking, but there are jokes that Harrison Ford tells that are just so bad they're great. And still to this day, the one thing that sticks out the most in my head is there was a bit on Conan where one of Conan's PAs wanted to show Harrison the Lego Millennium Falcon that he built and get Harrison Ford to sign it for him. So he hands the thing over to Harrison Ford, and Harrison Ford very clearly, purposely fumbles it and drops it, and it just shatters the pieces everywhere. And the look of defeat on the PAs, I mean, it was clearly a bit. I don't think he would have done that. And after it shatters everywhere, he's looking around. He's and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, he's like, well, I can sign this piece, and picks up one piece and signs it and hands it to him. And the look of defeat on the PA's face is priceless. It's very clearly a scripted bit. They planned to do it. It is absolutely hysterical. If you can find it on YouTube, I think if you just search Harrison Ford Lego, it'll come up.
That tracks.
I could sign this piece.
That is a great video. That is a great video.
It is so damn funny. It is. Oh God, it's so funny. But Severance is on my list to watch as well.
Okay.
Good.
Klep, number 3.
Number 3 is a new series. It was not on my radar, but it would pop up every once in a while. HBO Max, they never miss. HBO never misses, period. Mark Ruffalo's Task.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Philly, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Listen, it's a simple little show about a gentleman who it's a B&E gone wrong, and then he has the wrong people looking for him, and somehow it's connected to an investigation that Mark Ruffalo has been kind of following. So these individuals cross paths, not realizing that they are within the same circle of issues. Families are affected, co-workers are affected. It's a pretty intense show. Very short though. I think it was only 8 episodes, but
I think it was only 8 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm hoping I think it did get renewed. It got renewed for a second season. I kind of hope that they give it at least 10. I'm not really feeling this whole limited series thing, because some of these shows are really good.
Let me ask you this:
No?
since they picked up for season 2, I don't know anything about it other than like, is there a chance they're going to do it but with completely different characters, like no more Mark Ruffalo, or is he? Do you think like coming back?
No, they need Mark Ruffalo because I think he's the reason we stick around for this period.
Okay.
The cast
I do want to check
great,
it out.
The cast is great, but he's primarily the character. You know what I mean? He's like this is his Mayor of Kingstown.
I heard if you like Mayor of Kingstown, you're going to like Task because it's pretty much same idea, same location.
And it's the same producers as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Word. All right.
Yeah, it has
so
that
like
kind
a
of
sister
vibe.
Show anyways.
Yeah, it's got that vibe, but at the same time, it's I think it might be a little more rural, believe it or not, than Mayor of Kingstown. Believe it, because I feel like that show's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah,
but this one's kind of primarily contained.
I can guarantee it's better than Long Bright River.
What the hell was that?
Oh, that was a bad one on Peacock that was set in Kingston or in Kensington and Philly, starring Amanda Siegfried.
Oh yeah,
so bad, real bad.
I didn't even watch it.
Real bad.
I like her too. I
do too. She's great. It was just bad writing.
Oh wow. Yeah. So Task. I mean, I can't wait for this to come back. I don't know. It's on HBO Max, so you guys check that out.
Yeah, it's exciting.
My number 3 was already mentioned, so we don't really need to spend a lot of time on it, and that was Daredevil Born Again.
Nice.
It's I think Disney. I don't know if I necessarily agree with the Disneyfication of it. Okay. I still think it was just as raw and just as brutal, if not a little bit more so at times.
I thought more its reliance on CGI for some of Matt's fighting scenes, as opposed to being just scripted fighting. I thought, especially in like that first scene on the rooftop, like it was real CGI heavy as opposed to practical. I prefer Daredevil practical.
I mean, I'm telling you, like the episode of the original Daredevil from Netflix, the series, like that whole hallway fight scene is still some of the best thing I think that ever came out of Daredevil.
I could argue the stairwell in season 2. I liked the stairwell in season 2.
Really?
I did. What can I
don't hate it, but I don't really love it. I really, for me, I don't even think they needed any of that choreography. I like the storytelling. I like the dynamic between Fisk and Matt, and the whole him retiring and him 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like that stuff works for me. You know, they didn't need to get us right back into the fighting. I'll tell you what fight scene I love the most, and I think it's our favorite episode, or one close to that, when he's in the apartment.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
that's a real good one. Real good one.
That's all you need to give me.
Yep. No, that's super fair.
I will tell you. You're talking about the one where he's fighting off the cops.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
I will tell you, and this is kind of a little personal experience, they do a really good job at making D'Onofrio look opposing. Because when you meet him in person, he doesn't feel that big. But he feels much bigger on the show.
That's awesome.
When I walked up to him, I said, "Who's this guy? He's so skinny."
Yeah.
That's amazing. I love hearing that.
They do a great job of making him look big and opposing.
Michael Clark Duncan, he is not.
No, I mean, and that's not to put, like, I don't know. They're two different versions of Kingpin.
Oh, absolutely. And I love them both separately and on their own and in their own way. I loved Michael Clark's version of Kingpin. I did.
I did too.
It's not bad. It's very comic booky.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is deliciously comic booky. But I love D'Onofrio's. It's much more cerebral and very just tortured in the most beautiful ways.
Yeah. Well, that brings us into our top 2 of television. So, Alex, what is your number 2?
All right, 1 and 2 vacillated, and I'm making the choice I think is correct. Number 2 is Death by Lightning, a Netflix limited series that discusses. It is amazing. It stars Michael McFadden, Michael Shannon, Nick Offerman, Bradley Whitford, Shea Wingham. Like, it's got a banger cast. It is about the assassination of President James A. Garfield and Charles Guiteau, the man that did it. It is a period piece set in that time. The costuming is phenomenal. The history is great. It is 4 one-hour episodes, and you learn a decent bit about American history in the process, and something you probably wouldn't know otherwise. I thoroughly loved it. I was unaware of Michael Shannon's game before this show, and holy shit, I'll watch anything. I knew about Michael McFadden. I adored him in Succession. Everyone else I already listened. Like it's all good. It's such a good show. Highly recommend it. If you haven't checked it out, you gotta check out Death by Lightning.
Well, it doesn't surprise me that you didn't know a lot about Michael Shannon's game, considering he did Man of Steel and Justice League.
Disappeared.
Yep.
And then disappeared after that because those movies were garbage. Sorry.
Amen to that.
But I have never even heard of this before. You had me at Offerman.
Me neither.
It's really good. Yeah. Again, Nick Offerman plays the vice president to James Garfield, but like nothing is what it seems. The people that are like it is a wonderful snapshot of what politics was like back then, and just all of it. It's really, really fun. Again, it's 4 hours of your day. Get the flu and watch this show.
Okay, I'll do it without that first part.
All right. Well, it's an option.
Yeah. All right, that's fair. It's called Death by Lightning?
Death by Lightning, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's one I'll have to check out.
Delightful.
Did
Highly recommend.
someone die by lightning?
No, but the President Garfield says it's, pissing people off in politics it's just like death by lightning. Like you can't really see it happening. You just got to live your life and see what happens. Like I maybe didn't explain that quote perfectly.
No, I get it.
Show.
I totally get it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
Cool.
All right, Klep, number 2 on your list.
I am absolutely surprised that I have not heard this one pop up yet. But this is my number 2. Almost was my number 1, but I had to give it to the studio. Welcome to Derry.
No shit. Okay. Nice.
I wanted to put it on my list, but to no surprise, I have not seen it yet.
There it is. God love
Why
you.
do I have a film and television podcast?
At
Like,
least you've seen
seriously.
Stranger Things. God love you, but yeah.
I mean, you got quite
a
busy fourth quarter. I mean,
I did. I really did.
And a lot of this stuff did come out around like fourth quarter. Welcome to Derry, man. For those who don't, it's a prequel-ish to the It series written by Stephen King. The remakes, the ones that came out, I think, what was it, 2012? No, 2016.
I don't think they were that. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they were that old.
Yeah, I think it was like 2016, 16. And then
16 sounds
and then
right.
The second one was 2018, I believe.
You might be right. The maths.
Yeah, so this goes back. We get a little bit of an origin of the It. And what I love about it is it leans very closely into the lore and books of Stephen King. Notice I say books and not just it. It's very broad and introduces characters that we may or may not be familiar with from other Stephen King novels. And it primarily focuses on the entity and not too much on the clown. Because a lot of these horror movies, they always rely on having that one iconic killer like Jason, Freddy, but anyone that's read the book knows that the It is an entity and not a clown. He is just a manifestation of one's fear that looks like a clown, but they give us a little bit of lore on as to why or how the clown came about. And man, listen, the writing, the cast, the kids that are in this thing, and this show gives zero fucks.
I was going to say, I heard there's some heartbreak in this show.
No one's safe.
Okay. I love that.
No one's safe.
Is Skarsgård in the show?
Yes, he comes back.
Okay. Right.
He plays Pennywise.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I will tell you, like, when I first saw those two movies, the originals, the first remake, when I saw It Part 1, I was a huge fan of Tim Curry as Pennywise. I still am to this day.
Yeah.
And I was very curious. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like Skarsgård. And then I saw that very first scene with him in the gutter. I was like, nope, don't like him, but I don't like him in the best way. It's like, I'm sold on him as Pennywise. I don't like it, but I love it.
Yeah, he's creepy, man. He does this role so well, and he takes it to another level in the show. He's not giving you the same thing he was giving you in the movies. Like, that's the crazy thing, because we get to see different versions of him.
Okay.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, HBO don't miss.
Dude, that Sunday night slot is pure gold. They do not miss. You're so right. Whether it's Succession,
For
The White
years.
Lotus, that, like, The Wire, man, all the way back to The Wire and The Sopranos.
Let's go down the list.
And
List.
Entourage. Like, God damn.
Sopranos,
Keep going.
Entourage, Boardwalk
Keep
Empire.
Curb.
Like,
Keep going.
Yeah.
Dude, you're
Last Week Tonight, which is still on.
Amen. But even the stuff coming up next year, like the House of the Dragon 3 and the Onion Knight, Dunkin' Egg. Like, dude, they don't miss on Sunday.
They don't disappear. HBO
has
been the gold standard of television for decades.
Taxi Cab
Decades. Going back to Dream On.
My God, Dream On.
Dude, that.
Didn't they have Sex in the City?
They sure did, buddy.
And wasn't Larry Sanders also?
Yeah.
And Arliss?
Yeah.
Arliss was HBO?
Damn.
Oh, geez, wow. You're right.
We're dating ourselves and we're right.
Their track record is
the newsroom.
Is strong. Newsroom,
HBO.
Jesus.
Yeah. That was why a lot of people didn't understand why, they dropped the HBO and just went Max.
Dude, it's
because
all you need,
HBO is the gold standard.
Amen.
Bro. Yeah.
Has been.
Dude, I still remember to this day it's on YouTube if you ever want to watch it, but I'm sure you guys remember the intro that would play before the feature presentation?
Hell yeah.
Like the flyover and everything. Dude, that was
so good. Classic. That's memories.
They need to start doing that again.
They do.
They need to make another one and bring it back.
They brought Inside the NBA
should bring it back.
Yeah. Bring back the original. Just bring back that classic one.
Damn right.
I mean, they kept the little snowy screen. They kept that. Every time I see that, it makes me think of Oz.
The Wire Oz is another one. But The Wire for me, every time I hear that I expect The Wire to start up.
See, and my mind goes differently. I think of George Carlin because that was always before George Carlin stand-up specials or Robin Williams stand-up specials.
For sure.
Yeah.
Any kind of stand-up specials on
So funny
HBO.
that Pavlovian response, like what it sends you to. I love that.
Yeah.
No, that's a good. That's a good one too. Yeah. All right, whose was that?
That's you. You're up to number 2 for you.
That was me. So we're up to my number 2.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honestly surprised this one hasn't come up yet because
it might be my number 1.
It might be your number 1. It's true. I don't know yet. So I was a fan. We're talking about another show that has had a number of spin-offs at this point.
Okay.
And I was not a fan with how the original show ended.
Ooh.
I was okay with the spin-offs, but this last spin-off completely restored my faith in this show. My number 2 is Dexter Resurrection.
Okay, you know what? I've heard real damn good things about Dexter Resurrection.
Because I heard that one before that wasn't that great. Bloodline wasn't well received.
Right, but I heard this one.
Yeah, that was the prequel, which was
it.
Dexter Resurrection it completely restored my faith in this character.
Did it fix the finale?
It fixed it so
good.
It doesn't fix the finale of the original series, but so there's Dexter, and then there was Dexter New Blood.
New Blood. That's the one I heard wasn't the one that people like.
No, New Blood was okay. New Blood was the one where they introduced his son.
Yep.
But spoiler alert, his son supposedly kills him at the end of New Blood. But they did it so that he survived. Because when I heard they were making another one, I was like, how are they going to do that? Because he dies at the end of New Blood. Well, apparently he didn't die. And they bring him back to the Dexter of old. Like, he is the classic Dexter. Like, he is out there. He is killing serial killers. And it just so happens that a man who is a fan of serial killers has a fan club of serial killers that Dexter finds a way to infiltrate. So everything he needs is right in one spot.
Beautiful.
And not only is Michael C. Hall phenomenal in this, but Peter Dinklage is fucking amazing in the show.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Uma Thurman is great in the show. Like,
damn, I didn't know she was in this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's got a great role in the show.
Oh, my God.
But it's David Dastmalchian is in the show.
I love David Dastmalchian.
Polka Dot Man?
Yeah, because you've had David on your show on Critics.
Yeah.
He's great. Neil Patrick Harris is great. Like, they are. Eric Stone Street is great. It's got a phenomenal cast.
Wow.
Kristen Ritter is in it. Like, it is a phenomenal cast.
Nice.
And they're all fucking serial killers. Like, that's the best part of it.
Oh my God.
That's great news.
It's it brings back Angel Batista from the original series.
Awesome.
It's so well done that every issue I had with the original series and how it ended completely erased and restored my fandom in this show.
I love that. Wow, that's amazing.
So I had to have Dexter Resurrection had to be on my list for this year.
Awesome.
Cool.
So that brings us now down to our number ones. Klep, we know yours already because we kind of talked about it already.
Yeah.
Alex, what is your number one?
All right. So my number one is arguably one of the greatest TV shows I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's Andor Season 2.
Oh, man.
Andor was exactly what I wanted that story's continuation to be. I adore the way that they set up the storytelling of 3 episodes equals essentially one mini movie. If you really think about it, the 2 seasons of Andor plus Rogue One is a 7-movie series. They continue to flesh out the characters. They continue to build towards an inevitable outcome. You know who is alive and who is not when you get to Rogue One, but the storytelling on the way there is so captivating. The story of Mon Mothma, which has not necessarily been highlighted much in the Star Wars lexicon, is fleshed out really delightfully here. Seeing Bail Organa, in theory, up to some of his last moments in life, was wonderful. Thoroughly endured Andor. I thought all 12 episodes were out of the park brilliant. Easily my number one show, and give Tony Gilroy the keys to the kingdom because I want him to keep telling stories in this galaxy far, far away.
All right, that's fair. As what will come to no surprise, I haven't watched it. However, I have good reason for not having seen Andor, and it's no hate to the show. It's in fact, has the show ended?
Yeah.
Or is there still another season?
No, the show's over.
Okay,
no,
we've connected to the very beginning of Rogue One.
Okay, so the reason why I never started Andor, and I still plan to watch it because I have a plan. I am not a fan of Rogue One.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm in the minority.
That is my favorite Star Wars movie. Is Rogue One.
One of mine too.
I am not a fan of Rogue One.
The series makes it better. You know what, Ben? Maybe you could benefit the most from Andor leading into the movie.
That's my plan. Was I wanted to wait for the series to end to watch the series and then rewatch Rogue One to see if I have a better appreciation for it.
Oh, you will.
Mm-hmm. My biggest problem with Rogue One was, like, I thought the last 40 minutes of Rogue One was great. The battle to get the plans and then everybody's sacrifice leading into New Hope I thought was fantastic. My problem is the hour and 15 before that. Like, I was bored out of my mind with the lead up to it. Like, I thought it should have just been a 40-minute short film prequel to everything. And I've had people defend it, be like, well, like, it's supposed to get you connected to the characters so that you feel something when they make their sacrifice. I couldn't do that because I knew going in they were going to die.
I get that. And
it's like trying to make yourself a fan of the Titanic even though you know it's going to fucking sink.
I mean, people fell in love with Jack and Rose anyways. But I do think then if that's where you're coming from, you're going to thoroughly enjoy Andor because it truly tells a delightful, not delightful by any means, but it tells the story of how
delightful
a society can devolve under authoritative dictatorship. There were times here in the year 2025
Aren't we living
of my
through
Lord,
that now?
Right. But like it's fun to see how it can happen. And it not be your world. So
I was going to say I thoroughly disagree, but go ahead.
No, but it is a fascinating take on it, and I think it does a great job of helping flesh out the rest of the galaxy far, far away. You're going to enjoy it. I truly think you're going to like it. And Diego Luna is phenomenal. Speaking of Skarsgård, you got what's-his-face in it. So
the dad.
Daddy Skarsgård.
That's right, yep. Okay, no, that's totally fair. And again, it was on my list to watch, and then rewatch Rogue One to hopefully get a new appreciation for this.
I watched Rogue One directly after finishing the show, and it was the best decision I ever made.
And I apologize to any Star Wars fans out there that are listening, like punching
your
radios.
Live your best life, Ben. If that's
or
your truth,
phones
live your
right now, wondering why.
But they are cursing you, yes.
Yeah, I know. Again, I admit I'm in the minority, but it is what it is.
I'm excited to hear your number one now.
Right? I know.
Well, So, Klep, do you have anything more to say on the studio at all before we get into my number one?
There's nothing much to say except watch that shit.
Amen.
Okay, I agree. All right, so that leads us then into my number one, and my number one is probably the most recent thing I have watched when it comes to television. It just wrapped up its 5-season, 10-year story.
Really? I know what
my number
is.
one. My number one is Stranger Things, man.
I had a feeling it would be, which is why I didn't put it on my list.
So,
I was really banking on you having it.
So here's my reasoning why. It is. I'm not saying it was the greatest finale of all times. It definitely had some misses to it.
Yeah.
Like I won't. This is so relatively new that I'm going to try not to spoil anything.
Good luck.
Because I know there might still be people who haven't seen it. When it comes to certain events that happened towards the end of the finale, I wasn't emotional over them because I kind of felt it was telegraphed that it was going to happen anyway, and it felt fitting to the story, so I didn't kind of get emotional over it. I got emotional at the wrap-up of everything, in particularly the last 10 minutes of the episode. Why Stranger Things Season 5 fits into my top 5, and most particularly into my number 1, it's not the finale. It was the journey from episode 1 to the finale that puts it on my list.
Yeah.
There were so many highlighted moments. Again, I'm not going to mention any of them because I don't want to spoil anything because it's so new. And there were so many moments that had me emotionally like crying leading up to the finale. Emotional moments. I felt like every character kind of had their moment leading up to it. So the finale is not what puts it at my number 1. It's the journey from episode 1 to episode 8 that does it.
I feel the same way about Wicked too. No, I thoroughly enjoy. So I got to watch this season of Stranger Things with my 11-year-old daughter, who was watching the first 4 seasons leading up to it for the first time, and getting to watch it through her eyes and her falling in love with Holly Wheeler and delightful Derek. I really enjoyed it. I thought for what it is as a show and what it's always been, the pacing was necessary for where we were at in the storytelling. And I'm able to gloss over some of the stuff because they did a good job, in my opinion, of telling a complete story. I really, really appreciated how they bookended the storytelling and where they took us. And I always love the type of finale where you're wondering, and I appreciated that. I thought the questions that weren't answered, I'm okay with. You know, we don't need to know why there's a volcano on the island or what that foot was from.
So you really make Lost references to that?
I sure did, because that's what every finale until the end of time is going to be compared to the Lost finale. And did you stick the landing? Did you alienate the fan base? Did you make people upset? And like, that's always the biggest fear, because I think that the Lost finale is one of the most beautiful pieces of television in the history of television. But there are so many people that think you and I are idiots for believing that. And it's like, to each their own, but I thought Stranger Things did a good job of telling a complete story. I love that you have it as number 1.
And it's again, and I think one of the reasons why it might have benefited me to having it in my number 1, and one of the reasons why it might have done that is because, like your daughter, I did a full series rewatch. I started from season 1, episode 1, and paced it out so that I could basically be caught up right by the finale. So it was a steady stream of Stranger Things. So I didn't have any gaps. I saw this story play out from start to finish over the course of a couple weeks. And so maybe that helped.
I imagine it would
kind of have a better appreciation for it. But again, like, Stranger Things is is my number 1 because of the story leading to the finale, not necessarily. I don't have any issues with the finale. It just, I thought it was very well done. The journey to it was better for me than the actual finale itself.
Klep, what are your thoughts on the finale?
I feel, overall, I feel like Stranger Things will go down as one of the greatest shows in history. Just based on nostalgia, just based on how well they depicted that era, because we all pretty much grew up in that era, and it brought me right back to my childhood. So kudos to them for being able to just keep that vibe alive and well throughout this entire thing, even all the way up to the finale, because they didn't ever take it out of the 80s. They left it, as long they gave us time jumps, but they still kept us within that decade. Yep. I agree with you, Ben, that the overall story is what makes this thing just so heartwarming and just the perfect chef's kiss of a TV series. I'm not really much of a fan of the finale, because I feel like they had two things going against them. It was a gift and a curse. They ended up creating characters that were so likable and so relatable that by the time they got to the end, they had too many arcs to wrap up.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes, without killing anyone. Yes,
exactly. And that was probably the thing that they struggled with the most. Like, who do we let go? Who can't we let go? Who should we let go? I think that works against them more than it works for them. Because if you really want to leave an emotional impact, sometimes you just got to say, "Listen, we got to take someone out."
Yeah, somebody got to go.
Jerome Mermont is not making it.
Yeah, and I don't know if they were afraid to or what, but they just didn't feel like they needed to. And by the time we got to the end of it all, I was like, "When the hell is this thing going to end?"
You didn't like the 45 minutes of exposition at the end?
I did not like the remake of Lord of the Rings. No, I did not.
Oh man, that well played on never-ending endings. Well effing played. Nicely done.
Okay,
and in the perfect show where we're saying melon. You're right.
But like I said, it's a gift and it's a curse, because a lot of Stranger Things fans who have grown up with the show, who love these characters, appreciate the fact that they can walk away with their emotions intact. But for real storytellers and real story lovers and people who aren't afraid to take the roller coaster ride through things, we feel a little bit cheated. Specifically when you tell me that you're giving me an epic event and that I should go to the theater to watch it, and your episode is playing like a regular episode. It doesn't feel like an epic event. It feels like something I could have watched on my couch and said, "Cool." Because I didn't hate the ending.
As someone that watched on his couch, it was awesome.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't hate it. I just didn't feel like it was worth my gas.
I do agree with you that I was expecting more heartbreak in particular moments leading up to everything that was happening. Yeah. So I do, like, I had fully prepared myself for it. And then maybe even was a little disappointed when it didn't happen. But I will say, in regards to the show wrapping up and everything, that out of I think there are so many phenomenal actors that have come out of this show. But if there's one takeaway I have from the show, Gaten Matarazzo
he's my favorite.
Has a huge career ahead of him.
My favorite. He's the best.
He, to me, was the strongest actor of the entire series.
Strongest character, strongest actor, strongest arc, strongest everything. That show is shit without him and Steve.
I really hated him and Steve in the first half of the season, guys. I really hated the sniping. I understood it, but man, it just got so vicious and so mean and so violent.
But it needed to be done that when that fracture was fixed, it paid off.
You're right. Yeah. I will say, one of my favorite takeaways from Stranger Things is learning about Djo, the musician. Joe Keery's band is freaking phenomenal.
Oh, that's right. I need to check them out.
Highly recommend it, dude. He has such a unique, like, alternative pop folky like, he's so multi-talented. Dude, his band's amazing.
He beat Taylor Swift in the rankings on Spotify.
Deservedly so. That's how good he is as a musician.
Because after Stranger Things, everybody wanted to go check out his band.
It is, like, Charlie's Garden about Charlie Heaton is a phenomenal Beatles-esque song. Like, it's really good.
I'm going to have to check it out.
I highly recommend it.
Okay, before we move on to movies, because we're only halfway through, guys. So we're gonna.
That's fine.
Honorable.
Let's throw out some honorable mentions. We don't have to go into too much detail about these. I'll just list off a couple of mine real quick. Peacemaker is one of my honorable mentions for this year. I thought season 2 was phenomenal. Twisted Metal season 2 was so much fun, especially after the second season or the first season. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is a phenomenal series. I'll put that on my honorable mention every year. It puts a season out. And the other one that I don't think this is not going to be on anybody's list, but it's a show that I just discovered and is now in its second season. A show with Morris Chestnut called Watson.
Ooh, I've heard real good things about that. I love a good Sherlock story.
I didn't know it was still on. I thought it got canceled.
It is. It's currently in its second season.
Oh, wow.
I'm a huge Sherlock Holmes fan, so anything pertaining to Sherlock Holmes, I'm a fan of, and the show does a really good job of getting the actual characters right that they've brought in from the Sherlock Holmes series.
I like that.
Nice.
So I'm a big fan of it, and I'm still watching it. It's currently on break, but it's in its second season right now. So those are my honorable mentions that I wanted to throw.
That will probably come across the emails real soon because I feel like they need a little more buzz. So we'll probably get in junkets for it.
Oh yeah. If not, I'll be reaching out to the show's publicist.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
So, Klep, how about you? Some honorable mentions.
Of course, man. How could we forget Cobra Kai had a banger?
There it is. All right, I'm going to
Damn
cross
it,
that off my list.
That was this year.
Banger
Part 3 sure as hell was, and talk about sticking the landing and sweeping the leg.
Oh my God, a banger ending. Listen, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, there was a death, but
John Kreese, man.
That I didn't like. I didn't like that arc. I didn't like that him with that Terry Silver. That was literally jumping the shark.
It did feel kind of forced in there.
Absolutely.
But I will say, dude, like, you want to talk about moments where I audibly am sobbing.
Dude.
Kreese and Johnny, that moment where
Broke me.
He's telling him like he didn't feel like he was anything because of it. Like, and they finally hug and clear the air. I was bawling my eyes out.
What a great finale.
Yeah. That scene alone was worth all of it. Every Karate Kid movie, every Cobra Kai season, that one moment was everything. My second is a new show that I just stumbled across from ads. I watched the whole show, and I'm like, I could do more of this, and that's the Copenhagen test.
I've heard real good things about that, man, and I love Simu Liu.
It is phenomenal. I called it Mission Impossible meets The Truman Show.
Ooh, I like that.
All right.
I just watched The Truman Show the other night.
It's a great movie.
It really is.
Yeah.
In case I don't see you.
And they can only go further from here, man. I loved it. I was like, this is really interesting. This is different.
Okay.
Dude,
right,
I love
fair.
that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Alex, how about you? Honorable mentions.
All right, I've got a few. So, number one, it didn't make my top 5 because season 1 just isn't where it's going to stick you, and that's Pluribus. Vince Gilligan knows what he's doing. It's a great show, but season 1 is a slow burn, like all Vince Gilligan shows. So by 2 or 3, it's going to make its way into my top 5. But for now, just enjoy Ray Seahorn doing Ray Seahorn things and love life. Mythic Quest, goodbye, Rob McElhaney and friends. So
I love that show.
Real fun show.
Wasn't crazy about the ending, but I love that show.
So when I saw the ending originally and Rob and Poppy kissed, I was like, okay, I don't actually love that because I really like there to be a platonic male and female friend, like Ted and Rebecca in Ted Lasso. Like it was always platonic, always, and I need more of that in media. But then when they found out that the show was canceled, they went back in and redid the ending so that they just got back to work. They never.
No, they filmed both of those because they didn't know if they were getting canceled.
Right. But I'm amazed that they originally aired the kiss, and then when they got canceled, they went back and like now the only one you can watch is the one without the kiss, which I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, you're looking at me blankly. I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure I'm not on crack. So good. Another honorable mention I have, Dancing with the Stars. I know it's a reality show, but this was a really good season with really good dancers. I've got 2 dancers in the household. Like, we watch it. It was well done. Tom Bergeron came back, which is amazing. And then my last one is another Apple Plus comedy. It was good enough. I don't know if it's getting a second season, but for what it was, I enjoyed it. And that's Stick, starring Owen Wilson.
Okay, that's one on my list to check out too.
It's one that like it's decent. Mark Maron really helps make that show as good as it is. But Owen Wilson, just like Vince Vaughn, you let them do their thing, and it's charming and it's fun. So those are my honorables.
Okay. All right. That's totally fair. All right. So now that we're finished with the TV element of everything, this is going to get interesting because we might be all over the place when it comes to this one. But let's dive into top 5 favorite movies of 2025. And Alex, we started with you last time. So Klep, we're going to start with you on this one. Your top 5 favorite movies. What do you got for your number 5?
Now, I know for a fact that neither one of you even know remotely of what I'm about to talk about. This is a film this is one of those films, like you get them all the time too, Ben, where they just randomly send you a press release and are like, are you interested in screening this movie? And I hesitated a few times, but then I saw the star of the movie and I was like, you know what, let me just check it out. The name of this film is called Pools, like swimming pool.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, never even heard of it.
And it stars, it's directed by a gentleman named Sam Hayes, and it stars Odessa Ozion. And you probably don't know who she is yet, but she is in Marty Supreme. And she is the main girl in Marty Supreme. But I knew about her when this came out, before Marty Supreme. I even was offered an interview with her, but then they ended up bailing on us like last minute, so we never got a chance to talk to her. But this film, it was pretty good. It also has Mason Gooding in it. He's Omar Gooding's son.
That tracks, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, no, Cuba Gooding. I'm sorry, Cuba Gooding's son.
Oh, Dip. Okay.
Yeah, Cuba Gooding's son. He's
No, you confused it with Omar Epps?
No. Omar is Cuba's brother.
Oh, there is an Omar Gooding. Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you remember Wild and Crazy Kids? He was the host.
Oh, that's right.
Amazing.
That's right.
Oh my God, Wild and Crazy Kids was the best.
Yeah, he was. That's Omar's brother, and he was in Baby Boy. So Mason Gooding, who is from Scream, and he's from Hard Eyes.
Okay.
So he plays one of the twins in Scream. He's one of Randy's nephews.
Okay.
Nephew. He's the nephew. He's in this movie. It is about a girl who just doesn't figure it out. She's just not figuring it out. And I think this movie is probably one of the best depictions of a story that makes it okay to not have it all figured out.
All right.
I love that.
You watch it and you're thinking maybe there's going to be a resolution or something. And I'm not spoiling it or anything like that, but you're hoping, you're hanging on. Maybe this girl's just going to get it. She's going to get it. And it pushes you to kind of judge her. But sometimes, it's okay to just not have it all figured out.
That's fair.
I like that.
I appreciate this movie for that. I appreciate her performance in this because she's so real, she's so raw, she's so relatable. At times, she's a very attractive girl, but she's not trying to be beautiful. It's just a really heartwarming story. It starts a little quirky. Everybody in it is weird. She's weird, but I enjoyed the watch. I think it's a movie that I think a lot of millennials or Gen Zers should probably check out. It's not for us, definitely not for us, but I understood the assignment. I understood the assignment. I was like, this is not for me. This is not my generation, but I get what they're going through.
I love that.
And I liked it. I really enjoyed it. So Pools, that's one of my, I don't know where it is. It's out there. I don't know where to find it. I had a screener, but definitely check out Odessa because she's a singer as well, but she's now getting into acting and she's in the new Marty Supreme film. She plays Timothy Chalamet's girl.
Which is another movie I still yet to see, but really want to.
Great film.
I'll get it when it streams.
I'm hearing really good things about that too.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm going to check it out. I know it looks like you can rent it on Prime.
Ooh, there you go.
It doesn't look like it's streaming for free anywhere yet, but yeah, it looks like it's available to rent on Prime.
It's crazy because it's been out for a while. I think it's been out for at least a year.
So, yeah, I might have to check it out.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, number 5.
All right, so number 5 for me for the second year in a row. My number 5 is an indie film based on an episode of a 1970s game show. This year I'm going with Luckiest Man in America, starring Paul Walter Hauser. It is about the whammy controversy of the 1970s. So here's the thing. Growing up, and like, I went to high school and college in the early 2000s.
He figured out the pattern, right?
He did. And like, so the early 2000s, we didn't quite have streaming yet, but we had more than just linear cable. We had TiVo, we had DVR, we had on demand. So the Game Show Network and like Nick Games and Sports, I ate that shit up. And the whammy controversy where the guy memorized the patterns. There were only 3 patterns, and he memorized them, went on, and made an absolute killing, was always a story I was fascinated by. And then I find out that Stingray is playing him in a movie, and I'm like, okay, I have to check this out. First off, it's got Walton Goggins. So already it passes that test. Number 2, it's under 100 minutes. It's like an hour and 39 minutes, which is just perfect time to sit down, watch a really cool thing. And honestly, Walter Hauser does an amazing job. Like, he plays a really compelling character where you don't know if you're rooting for him or not, but you're so invested in how it all plays out. So, highly recommend Luckiest Man in America.
That's one of those ones that I saw the trailer when it first released, and I was like, I want to see this, and then just never got around to watching it because it just got buried in the list of everything else that I had, and I kind of forgot about it. And now that you're saying it, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to watch that. I really wanted to see that when that came out.
Nice. Yes, I highly recommend it. Highly.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I'll have to check that one out too. So for my number 5, this is one of those ones where I was talking about how like I thought my top 5 was a lock, and then I went back and I looked at all the movies that came out this year, and I was like, no, I forgot about this one. And this one's not in my top 5 because of this, but it holds a very special place for me. And Klep, you'll appreciate this. This is the first time a review of mine ever got quoted by the production company.
Ooh. Oh.
And got shared in the mix of everything. My number 5 is Mickey 17.
Awesome.
Ooh, that's a good movie, man.
Thank God, because that was going to be my number 1 if no one said
Slept
anything.
on.
So good. So good.
Based on the book, but I never read the book. But man, like Bing Joon-ho, like it is so well done. It is that weird, quirky, but yet incredibly clever sci-fi that is just so, and it's fun. Like that's part of it. Like it's so interesting that it's
a
fun.
Really good time. It's a great world that they built, and the rules inside of that world are fascinating.
I despise the Twilight movies, but I have really grown to love Robert Pattinson as an actor. And this is a shining moment in his career. But on top of that, like Toni Collette and Mark Ruffalo in this movie.
How much did he love playing fake Trump? He loved playing that so much.
This is the weirdest role I've ever seen Ruffalo play.
Yeah, but he was a little annoying.
That was the point. I mean, he nailed it.
But he plays it brilliantly, and it's like those horrible veneers that are in his mouth.
Amazing.
And it is so well done, clever, and fun that when I was going through the list of all the movies this year, and I saw that, I was like, how can that not be in my top 5? It has to be.
I love that. I think, first off, I would like to nominate, you know how everyone talks about how Paul Rudd never ages, blah, blah, blah. I would like to nominate Toni Collette for that exact same conversation. I don't know how old she is, but like I remember her in About a Boy back in 2002. She looks the same exact age now as she did then.
I remember her as Haley Joel Osment's mom in The Sixth Sense.
Yes, and like so I don't think Toni Collette has ever aged a day in her life. She still looks like she could pass for 27, etc. But I thought, to your point, Ben, Robert Pattinson's performance as both Mickey 17 and 18 were phenomenal. I thought
16 and 17.
Nope.
Oh no, 17 and 18. You're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Yeah.
I thought the story that was told, I did not expect it to go in some of the directions that it went, and I really appreciated every single decision that was made. I thought it was really, 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 really well done, and it's weird, but just normal enough that I think your average everyday person can go check it out and be like, okay, that was a little weird, but I really dug what it was telling me there. It was so good. So good. Great call.
Exactly. Yeah. Mickey 17, my number 5.
Great call.
Yeah, I loved it. I love that movie as well.
And again, one of my reviews got quoted by the production company,
That's really cool.
That's
which
awesome,
was awesome.
dude.
Yep. All right, number 4. Klep, what's your number 4?
My number 4, listen, sometimes you just go to the movies and you watch something and you're like, this is why I go to the movies. Fucking F1, man.
Oh, hell yes.
Also on my
yes.
list, I will wait until we get to it to reveal what number it is.
Listen,
Pitt,
man,
right?
Yeah, Brad Pitt, Damson Idris, man. Listen.
Actually, fuck it. I'll tell you, it's my number 3.
Nice.
Okay, so it's right there, right there.
It's there.
Okay.
Yep.
And I mean, what can you say? This is a movie. It's a movie made for the movies. Like, all the sound design, the acting, the story. It feels so like late 80s, 90s. Like, it feels like Top Gun and race cars.
Yeah,
you know,
it is
like,
Top Gun Maverick in F1 race cars.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Man, listen, you got the hot shot, you got the OG. He comes in and teaches the young bucks some things. They figure it out. They don't figure it out. Listen, the movie's brilliant, man. The movie's brilliant. It's just a popcorn movie all day.
I think I remember, actually, I think it was on your post that I remember joking when the trailer first released for that movie and I saw it. And I was like, I remember this when it was called Driven. with Stallone. Yeah. And I remember making that joke. And then I remember going to the advanced screening of that movie, and by the end of that movie being like, holy shit, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And the
it's
fact
like a man's movie.
And the fact that they trained for almost 2 years to be able to be the ones actually driving in the movie. Like, there's no stunt drivers in that. Well, I think in very few scenes there are. Yeah. But most of the driving is done by them, and it's done so well. Like, there's so many moments in that movie, like, cinematically and from a cinematic perspective or cinematography perspective, where the camera is mounted in the car looking forward, and then all of a sudden just turns to face the driver to show they're in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And like the fact,
besides like the action and the vehicles, the chemistry between Damson and Pitt, and then Pitt with Bardem, like,
Bardem is great in that movie.
It's just a great movie, man. Like, like I said, when you want to watch a movie and be entertained, this is the movie. And I hope that they re-release this. I hope even for Oscar, like, I hope it just goes back to theater just for the hell of it. I will go see this in the theater all the time.
Well, so when I went to my screening was on IMAX, which is how that movie is meant to be seen. And the more I'm thinking about it, I'm looking. I didn't realize this until now. I'm looking at my MetaQuest right now that I just got a couple weeks ago. And watching a movie on the MetaQuest is like watching it on IMAX. And I'm now thinking I might need to rewatch F1 in my MetaQuest.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Listen, I went to bed to it the other night.
Right there.
On the 85-inch, I went to bed to it the other night, and I'm like, I can't sleep.
Yeah, you have to, that you can't put that movie on to sleep. One, because it's too loud and too exciting, and two, it's just too good to not watch it.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
Nice.
Have you seen it, Alex?
No, but I will.
Oh, bro,
I'm excited.
The way we're hyping it up, you'd think it would be higher on our list.
That's true too. I can't wait to see what 3, 2, and 1 are.
Yeah, it's so good. Javier, like you said, Javier Bardem. Carrie Condon is fantastic in that movie too. She's just a delight in that movie. It's so good. And actually, Alex, you'll appreciate it because there are familiar faces in there from Ted Lasso.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah. Damson's mother.
That's right.
Damson's mother is played by somebody you will recognize.
All right, hot damn! Sounds like Rebecca Welton.
It's not Rebecca Welton.
All right, I was checking. All right.
I'm putting that on as soon as we're done here. I'm not
going to lie. I'll probably watch it like tomorrow or something.
Nice.
Just because we've been hyping it up so much. So we'll see. So that was Klep. So Alex. Yeah, that was your number 4.
Yep. 4.
So Alex, number 4 for you.
So this is one of my sliding doors. If one of you guys has this, go ahead and stop me and I'll switch it up. But my number 4 is
just do it anyway.
The Thunderbolts.
It's in my honorable mentions.
Okay, cool. So I really, really thoroughly enjoyed Thunderbolts. I liked Fantastic Four as well, but I love a good anti-hero story. I thought the cast they put together worked exceptionally well. Florence Pugh with Sebastian Stan and Wyatt Russell and David Harbour. They all understood. I really enjoyed Louis Pullman's character and how he pulled it off, and everything with Julie Louis-Dreyfus, and then even how it ended and how it's set up. Like, they haven't always hit in this phase of Marvel, but this, I think, was one of the good times where they did hit really well. And I liked how they brought the Fantastic Four in and just gave us a glimpse of that. So I really, really enjoyed the Thunderbolts.
My appreciation of the Thunderbolts actually comes from something deeper. I'm with you. Like, I really enjoyed Fantastic Four, which is also in my honorable mentions. Thunderbolts hit me harder than Fantastic Four did, only because the movie was very much about depression and being alone.
Oh, yes, it was. And it nailed it.
As somebody who suffers from that myself and has suffered from that in the past, man, that movie hit. And even though it kind of hit emotionally, it still made me appreciate that movie because of that.
I love that.
And give me Florence Pugh and David Harbour
all
together
day.
In a movie all day.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I'll watch that pairing in anything.
Couldn't agree
more. Give me Florence Pugh, period. That is my industry crush.
I get that. Yeah? I get that.
Yeah. So
you must have.
You guys would be surprised. There are no superheroes in my honorable mentions. No superhero movies at all.
I mean, not even Superman. Okay.
Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoyed the Thunderbolts. I even liked it a little bit better than Fantastic Four. I liked Fantastic Four, but I felt like that was a movie that should have come out 10 years ago. If it would have came out 10 years ago, it would have been a smash.
If we had that instead of the Miles Teller version, yes.
Yeah. But Thunderbolts, listen, people crap on Marvel when they're not really paying attention to what Marvel is actually doing. They're thinking beyond the genre. And when this movie first got announced, a lot of people were disappointed with the lineup because of the characters that a lot of people like, nobody knows, no one cares about any of these people, and then they somehow make you care about these people. It's a movie about villains, but they give you an idea of what the villains go through when they are the bad guys, when they're depicted as the nobodies, when they are depicted as the less thans. Like, people don't understand. They think that they feel the way they feel because they want to feel, when Marvel is straight ninja in their brains. Yep. We know you don't care about these people. They know you don't care about them. This is who they are. Now you're going to care about them. Yeah. And it was done so well. And I already knew the bait and switch of the title because we use the asterisks in everyday text. When you make a mistake, you fix the mistake and put an asterisk.
Yep.
I knew they were going to have a different name.
See, I didn't think that far into it.
Oh, I thought as soon as I saw Thunderbolts with the thing, and I was like, oh, it's a mistake. They're going to change it. I didn't know they were going to go as far as changing the whole marketing
New Avengers?
Right. But I knew that the Thunderbolts name was not the name that they were going to. I thought they were going to go from Avengers to Thunderbolts. I didn't know it was going to be the other way around.
That's fair.
But it's brilliant, man. Especially if you're a comic book fan. It's brilliant because we know the new Avengers in the comics.
Yep.
And they're not well received.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you're also talking about like when you're pairing, it's kind of that double-edged sword and the hypocrisy, and when it comes to comic book fans, sometimes is that you have all these people on one side on the DC side that are like, I almost called them DC stands because that's exactly what they are. The DC stands that are like there's still people out there clamoring for the Snyderverse to come back. It's like, get over it. It's gone. Yeah. Stop it. But like these were people that were such fans of Suicide Squad but hated on Thunderbolts. It's like, it's the fucking Suicide Squad for Marvel.
Sure is.
Yeah.
Sure is. And they nailed it.
Just smarter.
It was a lot smarter than Suicide Squad. The only thing Suicide Squad had going for it, the first version, I'll give Gunn's version was better. But the original version, which was part of the Snyder era, the only thing it had going for it was its star power with Will Smith and Margot Robbie.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, that's why they loved it. It wasn't the movie.
Yeah. Amen.
You did this. Marvel did the same thing, but like you said, Klep made it smarter
and
made it more impactful.
relatable, and like they always do, like all their movies do. Regardless of how you feel about every single Marvel movie, every single one of them is relatable to its audience somehow, some way. That's why we're always so divided. You got some that say they love it, some that say they hate it, but at the end of the day, the story is always relatable.
Amen.
You know, so yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed Thunderbolts. I thought it was a solid film. I watched that one a lot more of that phase. That one I go back to all the time, and I watch that. So
I love that.
You know,
me too.
So
I think that brings me to my number 4.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one I didn't catch in theaters, but I wanted to make sure the moment it released on digital, I wanted to make sure I watched it because I knew it was a great one. I heard so much great things. I got invited to the screening, and unfortunately, I couldn't make it, and I just wasn't able to hit it in theaters. My number 4 is One Battle After Another.
Nice.
Which I know probably some people are going to be saying, why isn't it higher on your list? Because it's winning all these awards right now, and rightfully so.
I can give you reasons.
I'm sure you can. It's a great movie. It wasn't my favorite movie of the year, but it's incredibly well done. Paul Thomas Anderson does fantastic directing. Leo shines when it comes to roles like this. Like, he is just so good when it comes to these kind of roles. And it was a great story. It was kind of a little uneven pacing for me, but it was still a lot of fun. There were moments in it that had me laughing. There were moments in it that had me nervous. There were moments where, just when I think everything's predicting, like I'm predicting where it's going to go, and then it gets to a point where there's still like a half hour left in the movie, and I'm like, I really don't know where this is going now.
I love that.
But I kind of enjoyed that aspect of it. So I really did enjoy this movie. I don't think it deserved to be higher than number 4 on my list.
Respect.
But it was one of my favorite movies of the year. I can't deny that.
It's one I tried to get in before we did this episode just to see, and I couldn't commit to the 2 hours and 45 minutes. So I was like, all right, it's not
long.
Heat, But yeah, that is a long ass movie. So I will watch it just before the Oscars. I'll watch it, just not yet. But I'm glad to hear that you liked it, because that helps put it higher up on the list in the queue.
I'm assuming, Klep, it's not on your list at all.
It's not on my list at all.
Okay.
Here's and I don't have an issue with this movie because I saw this movie in the early screening as well. The cast even showed up, and it still wasn't enough. So
okay,
damn.
For me, and I don't even want to call it a problem. I think that it's brilliantly crafted, but I call this film the cheat code. And I call it that because it's when you take a mediocre script and you put the best damn actors in it, and they crush it.
I can see that because, like, you're talking about Leonardo DiCaprio. Sean Penn is just such a weird role.
Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro, I think, is the best part of this movie.
Oh my god!
And he's not even in it a lot.
Did you know that he wasn't originally supposed to be in it?
Oh no!
I could have sworn I saw a video where Leo was talking about how they added him in. He comes in, and a lot of his scenes with Leo are all improv. He figured he's like, I know what I got to do. I know what I got to do, and it's
pretty cool.
Like clock. It's like water. It's like water. It's
maybe that's
good.
I was going to say maybe that's why he shined as one of my favorite characters from this movie, is because it's all improv.
Alex, I guarantee you're gonna watch this movie, and you're literally gonna feel like the director said, "Go,
just go nuts, just have fun with it."
It plays itself. It plays itself.
What? Looking back at a lot of the scenes they share together, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it feels, and I felt that from the moment I saw that movie. I was like, "Damn, man! Everybody's doing their thing," but by the end of it, I was like, "What is this movie about?"
That's
because even in those scenes where it's Benicio and Leonardo and Leo, even Leo kind of shines in those scenes too.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of chemistry. There's a lot of gags. It's funny. It's entertaining. One of the things that I noticed was the way the scenes with Benicio and Leo were shot when he was like underground and trying to help him, and everybody was like kind of helping and all that. I'm not trying to give away stuff, but like, you know what I'm talking about? Like that scene where they're trying to help him, and like how everything was just flowing really well. Like it's just shot really well. And then that last scene at the end, the chase scene, like there's some art in here, but that script to me is thin. You're going to enjoy this movie because you like watching great performers perform.
Yeah. And maybe that's where my enjoyment of the movie came from.
That's what it was for me.
That makes sense.
So I understand why it's not high on your list. Maybe you just weren't where I'm at with it, but you feel something. You feel something that's like, it's not number one worthy, but I could watch it.
But and one of the things I really enjoyed about the movie is like even in these high pressure moments from the movie, there are moments that just all of a sudden like you're tense because again they're high pressure moments, but then all of a sudden there's something that happens that just makes you crack up laughing.
Yeah.
Like I won't spoil anything for Alex or anybody who hasn't seen it yet, but man, the 40-foot fall with the skateboarders, dude, that scene had me dying because I didn't expect it.
Yeah. There's a lot of that though. Like Leo really leans into some vulnerable moments and some slapstick shit, but he's got it all together. Like he knows exactly who he's playing, and he's going with it. You know, that's part of the better stuff. I get it. I wouldn't call it best picture, but some folks are.
Like the Critics' Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Okay, so then with that being said, moving on to number 3. Klep, what you got?
Oh, it is my turn, isn't it?
It is your turn.
Number 3 is one I'm sure you guys did not see coming. It is a horror film, a very brilliant, smart one at that. And for us pet owners, it hits very
I knew it.
Nice.
I knew it.
Good Boy is my number 3.
That is such a great little concept, isn't it?
When I saw that trailer, I was like, this is interesting. I was like, supernatural film from the perspective of a dog. Have you guys seen it?
No,
I'm
not, familiar, I'm aware, but I have not seen.
It is high on my list, and it's also an easy watch, too, because it's only 70 minutes long.
It is 70 minutes of anxiety. If you care about pets.
Well, and I will preface this, too, because I know a lot of people were hesitant to watch it. Nothing happens to the dog.
That's good to know.
So I won't ruin it for you because I feel like the moment is what sells this movie for me.
Okay, that's fair.
It is exactly what it says it is. It's just that I feel like real pet owners will grasp that concept maybe even before midway through. But when I figured it out, I was like, holy man, I wanted to give this movie a standing ovation.
All right, that's fair.
I love that.
I know you were very high on it when you got to see it. I remember you were very high on it.
Because we're being selfish. I'll just leave it at that. We're being selfish. Going into all the things you were telling me, everything you were telling me about the dog, what people were worried about. After I saw it, I was like, you're being very selfish.
Mm-hmm. That's exciting.
Okay.
That's exciting. I kind of do want to check it out now. You said 70 minutes long? It's an hour and 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's only an hour and 10 minutes.
It doesn't feel short. It doesn't. If you feel like you're getting enough of what you need. That's less than some episodes of Stranger Things. Man, heartbreaking, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
I got to check that out.
And that dog, by the way, the dog was never trained.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
That dog's not trained. That dog belonged to the director.
That's even better.
Okay. And he said that his dog would make certain head movements and stares that made him go, maybe I should just have him be in the movie.
I love that.
Well, that kind of makes it even more interesting and makes me want to mention it more because that means that everything that they were doing with the dog was natural instincts of the dog to begin with. It wasn't anything that they were forcing the dog to do.
Nope.
A lot of peanut butter.
Okay. Huh. All right. I will check that one out.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I'm writing it. I'm actually writing it down because it's on my list to watch, but I'm going to bump it up number of.
There you go.
Oh, 37. I already know Ben's gonna be like, he's gonna call me crying.
It'll be a text if that's the case.
There you go.
We'll go that direction. Alex, number 3.
All right, number 3 is one I just watched last night, and it blew me away, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's Begonia, starring Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone and Stavros. Yeah. It is Ben. Have you seen?
I hear good things. I haven't had the chance to watch that one
Klep,
yet.
have you
I haven't
seen?
watched it. I have not, but I know it's up for Best Picture.
Okay. It deserves to be so. Both Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone give performances that are worthy of statues. It is some of the most interesting writing. It is well directed, very well shot, well executed. There are twists and turns throughout, and you're always wondering, like, but wait. And it is so stinking well executed. I literally I check out the Tropes webpage just to get background on stuff, and I checked it out for this movie, and most of it is redacted because once you finish the movie, you immediately have to watch it again with a different lens on, in a sense, and it's super fun. And I love it, and I can't wait for you guys to watch it. But yeah, Begonia, number 3, easy peasy.
Okay. All right. Yeah, again, I've heard a number of good ththings about it. I just haven't had the chance to watch it yet. And I know it's going to be one of those ones I have to watch during Oscar season.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yes.
Because I know it's going to get nominations.
Yep.
So, and every year we do the lead up to Oscar season. So
there you go.
I know I'm going to have to watch it.
She cut her hair for that role, didn't she?
She sure did. She went cue ball, baby, and yeah, God love her for it.
Yeah, Emma Stone, man, she's going
Committed.
for it. She won. Didn't she win last year too? She might win this year.
Was last year Poor Things?
Yeah,
no, I
she
think it
won
was
for
2
that.
years ago.
Okay.
I think
that
that was
was
2
last
years
year.
ago, though, wasn't? Was it last year?
No, that was last year.
So this would be her third Oscar she did, right? Because she has La La Land.
La La Land, Poor Things.
And then this would be number 3. And honestly, man, she's deserving. I've seen a lot of really good lead actress performances, but this one is stellar.
When do the Oscar noms usually?
Sunday, I think they're being announced.
Is it this coming Sunday?
No, it's February 22nd. I thought.
For the announcement or for the show?
Yeah, for the nominations.
I was going to say it's usually in February.
What the hell is that?
The show's in March.
Sunday. Okay.
No, this Sunday is
it's
the
Globes,
isn't it?
Okay, it's the Globes on Sunday. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So the Oscars is February 22nd, and the show is March something. I just shared it in my story.
All right, nice.
All right, cool. So,
Begonia, check it out.
All right, cool. Well, my number 3 we kind of already talked about, and that was F1.
Nice.
So I will just reiterate, if you haven't seen that one, go watch that movie because it is absolutely incredible. And if you have the opportunity to watch it on the biggest screen as you can, watch it on the biggest screen that you can.
Or an Oculus.
Mm-hmm.
Or an Oculus, like that, like I'm probably going to do at some point. Which brings us now into our top 2 of our favorite 5. So, Klep, number 2 on your list for favorite movies.
I'm thinking that somebody in here is going to have this. If you don't, I'd be very, very surprised. But we're going to go back to good old Richard Bachman, The Long Walk.
Ah, okay. I don't, but I'm happy that you do.
Yeah. This was one of, listen, sometimes it starts with the trailer. You see a trailer that piques your interest. You're like, what? And I saw this all the way in CinemaCon, and they had the theater, erupting, with anxiety. Like, what is this movie? But it is nothing like when you actually watch it in the theater, specifically in a Dolby theater with the sound. And when those executions go down, you feel it. Mm-hmm. You feel it. It is. You've seen it, right, Ben? You seen it?
I have not seen it yet.
Oh man! And you haven't seen it yet, Alex?
I mean, you can spoil it if you need to. Yeah.
Well, it's not really a spoil. I mean, the storyline is about. It takes place in this dystopian future, where the military is trying to, bring courage back into humanity, bring courage back into the people and hope. And they come up with this game. It's kind of a little Hunger Game-ish, but not, where these young men sign up to do this thing called the Long Walk. And if you can survive and be the last one walking, you get any wish granted to you, anything you want, and a lump sum of cash. You just, the only catch is you have to keep walking until you're the only one.
It's the Running Man, but it's actually the Walking Man.
Yeah, there's no time limit. There's no distance limit. You walk until you are the last one. So however people start dropping off, it's on them. You have a couple of rules where you're not allowed to slow down. And if you do, you have 18 seconds to pick up your pace. You have to keep walking at 3 miles per hour.
I was going to say, I think there's a certain speed they have to keep up with.
55 miles an hour.
Yeah, keep a certain speed. And if you drop below that, you got 18 seconds to pick up the pace. If you don't, you immediately get your clock punched. That's what they call it. And yeah, man, there are some moments in this movie that are, wow, dude.
Any good Stephen King. I mean, I know you said Richard Bachman, but it was a book he wrote. Yeah. Richard Bachman is Stephen King. And any good Stephen King book has those high tension moments that are just, I mean, you want to talk about like a high tension moment that still sticks out to me as one of the most fucked up endings of a movie I have ever seen.
The Mist.
Is The Mist.
For sure.
Which, that is one of the most fucked up but brilliant endings to a movie I have ever seen.
Couldn't agree more.
Like,
I mean, this movie's got Mark Hamill in it, and he's great. Is it the general? I think he goes by.
I was gonna say, I think he's the general. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a general in it. Man, it's got what's that gentleman from Alien? Romulus, the black kid, the black guy. He's in it. He's in it. And I forget who the other kid. He's related to a popular. He's a son of someone. Hold on. What is it? The Long Walk.
Yeah, Ben
it's one Wong of those is in this too. Cooper Hoffman. It's Hoffman's son.
Oh, Dip.
Philip Seymour.
Oh, I was thinking Dustin.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
It's Phil, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned Ben Wang, who was actually in one of my honorable mentions for this year.
There you go.
Really?
We'll talk about it.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah. But yeah, The Long Walk, man. I mean, gotta check it out. You gotta check it out. It's definitely
it's on my list, and it was one I was very curious by because I know some of the promotions was they were doing screenings of it where people had to walk on a treadmill.
They did.
Like during the entire run of the movie.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I don't want to smell what that theater smelled like afterwards.
Touche. Same as Avengers Endgame.
That was different. So that was your number 2, Alex. How about you? What is your number 2?
Number 2, man. Comedy is back in the theaters. The Naked Gun.
Oh,
I thoroughly enjoyed the reboot of the Naked Gun franchise. Ben, is it on your top 5?
It is in my honorable mentions.
Outstanding. So, if anyone was
if
anyone was going to pick up Leslie Nielsen's baton and keep it going, Liam Neeson makes the most sense. Someone that went from the Taken franchise that can play the deadpan role of Frank Drebin Jr. He absolutely nailed it, and I was blown away. To anyone that doesn't know, it was directed, created, etc. by Akiva Schaffer, who is from the Lonely Island Trio. He is Kid Brain in Popstar, one of my favorite movies of all time.
Popstar is so damn funny.
One of my all-time favorite movies.
Never stopping.
Never stopping. And like you think about it, he did this. He did the Chippendales reboot. Like he understands parody humor. He understands a joke a mile a minute, and like the execution, another Paul Walter Hauser, was top notch. And Pamela Anderson, what a great performance by her in this flick as well. Danny Huston, like you know him, you've seen him in everything. The fact that he was in charge of getting the PLOT device, like it was all brilliant. It was perfect. The Naked Gun reboot. Oh, what a brilliant flick.
There's so many moments of that movie that were just. It was one of those movies that I was kind of worried about because when you think about the original Naked Gun, it's like, how can they do this?
Please don't.
And then when I heard like Seth MacFarlane was producing, I was like, okay, I'm on board with this. And then Akiva as director, I was like, okay. And Liam Neeson was perfect casting.
It sold me. I was like, okay, they know exactly what they're doing. Thank God.
Yeah.
But when I said keep talking, I'm sure Klep knows what I was running for. That only people watching the video will really, really appreciate.
Outstanding.
Oh, nice. Beaver. I have that too, by the way.
I know you do.
Popcorn bucket.
That's
Very
why
nice.
I was ready for it.
Very nice.
It was one of those popcorn buckets that I saw. For anybody who's listening and not watching, I have the Beaver popcorn bucket from the Naked Gun screening. And it was one of those ones that I remember, like, when I saw it, I was like, it's so dumb, I have to have it.
It will be mine. Oh, yes, it will be mine.
Yes.
But no, again, The gag-a-minute pace was phenomenal. The snowman sequence was one of the... I have never laughed so hard in a movie theater. I went with my mom and my older brother, and we pretty much laughed for 97 straight minutes, and it was exactly what it needed to be. Even the OJ tip of the cap was freaking perfection.
And I'll tell you, Pamela Anderson held her own in a comedic world.
She crushed
One of the funniest moments is when she's on that stage, man. Oh my God. I was
when she's scatting on stage.
Oh
For me,
God,
it was,
dude.
and I will take that chair. It was the take a chair, man. Just that whole intro, I was like, God damn, that's the thing. I was writing down notes. I'm like, I might as well just write out the entire script because it's all good freaking humor. The coffee cup gag, like all of it.
Yo, that's my favorite. The coffee cup gag is my favorite.
So
one of my favorite gags from that too, just only because I'm a fan of his as well, is the scene with Cody Rhodes, who plays the bartender.
Yes.
And when he's slamming his face down into the bar, and he comes up different every time. And the one time he comes up as Liam Neeson.
Yes.
And Liam Neeson just gives that cringe, like, oh, like it's so damn funny. There's so many laugh out loud moments in that movie.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I love that stupid,
that's a
delightful
good
movie.
pick. That's
Thank
on
you.
my honorable mentions as well.
I also have the Siren Cup too.
Oh,
do you really?
That's nice. That's
I
good.
almost got that. Got
That's
that.
good.
So then that means we are on to my number 2.
Yes.
And this one is one that is so, is just so personal to me and my childhood. My number 2 is Superman.
Nice.
Ooh.
I couldn't not have this in my top 5. This is, like, again, if we were talking about best movies of 2025, it would be high on the list, but it probably wouldn't be in my top 5. Because of the fact that we're talking about favorites, like it's absolutely in my top 3. In fact, my top 2 as my number 2. This is the one movie more than any other movie this year I watched more than anything else. I rewatched Superman. I saw Superman in theaters alone 4 times.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And I've watched it 2 or 3 times since it released on digital because it is so well done. There are so many great moments from it. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. There were people that weren't happy with the comic book-esque of it, the comic book campiness of it. Like, that's what the comic book was.
It's a damn comic book movie. What do you expect, people?
Mm-hmm.
And most of these people that were that way were the Snyder stands.
Yep.
Again, like that, think that like the Netflix deal means that Snyder's coming back. No, they're not. They fucking fired Snyder with that whole, what the hell was it, epic that he was supposed to make, and they only made one part of it.
Oh,
like,
who knows?
Oh no, he made 2 parts of it.
Oh, did he?
The Rebel Moon.
Rebel Moon, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was a second part that came out. It's like, no, like this is what Superman is supposed to be. He's supposed to be bright, promising, like they call him the big blue Boy Scout for a reason. This is what Superman is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Not that dark ass. Nothing against Henry Cavill, because I love Henry Cavill. Those movies are garbage.
Yep.
Man of Steel was garbage for multiple reasons.
They did
Cavill,
Henry wrong.
honestly, not one of them.
No, they did him wrong. He did.
We'll have a
like Man of
conversation, Klep. We'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
It's not for this podcast because I'll go on for like a half hour. But Superman was so well done. It really appealed to my inner child.
Nice.
And again, it's the one movie more than any other movie this year I watched more than anything else. More times than anything else. So there was no way Superman wasn't going to be in my top 5.
Nice.
In fact, number 2.
That's exciting.
Which brings us to our number 1. Klep,
Yes,
I have a feeling you and I are sharing a number 1.
I bet we're not.
Okay, all right, that's fair. Just by you saying that, I know we're not sharing a number 1. But it also makes me surprised that my number 1 is not in your top 5. But we'll get to it.
Yeah, I know, and I have a reason, and we'll talk about it when you announce, because I already know what your number 1 is.
You already know what my number 1 is.
Yeah.
But we're on you, so how about you give it to us? What is your number 1 favorite movie of 2025?
My number 1 movie, despite I had a conversation with someone about this movie, as far as it receiving praises and awards. I don't really think it's an award-worthy film, but I think it's a great film, and it's Marty Supreme.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
And I was my argument about that film was like, we got the top three contenders right now, which is One Battle, Sinners, and Marty Supreme. Those are like the big ones that people are really keeping their eye on and saying they're going to win Best Picture. But I feel like I'll talk about what I feel about Sinners. I already said what I felt about One Battle, how I thought it was a cheat code. With Marty Supreme, I feel like it's a participation award. I think Timothée Chalamet is a great actor. I think he is in his prime right now. I feel like he is probably one of the best doing it. But I feel like this PR thing is getting in the way too soon. And I feel like they're trying to force something on us that we don't need to be forced because it's already there. It's going to happen. I just don't think this is the time. Let Dune 3 come out. Maybe let them do something else. Then we'll get there. But I feel like they are forcing this kid through the door when they don't have to. The talent is there. He's good. Marty Supreme is not an award-worthy movie to me. But it's a great film. Shout out to the Safdie brothers, you know what I mean? Because they do great work. I didn't like Smashing Machine, but I love this one. Josh Safdie did his thing on this film.
So let me ask you this. Do you think Chalamet should have won it for Dylan last year?
Yeah, I think he's had way better performances.
Okay. Like, could this maybe just be a makeup as well? Like, we screwed you last year. We owe you one.
Yeah, because he's great in it. He's really great, but I'm still having a hard time figuring out the difference between the man and the character.
Okay, I get that.
He's so new. He's so fresh. It's like, is this Timothy being Timothy or is he being Marty?
I like that.
He's great though, but I just feel like it's too soon. I want him to keep working, and I want him to be great. He's going to be one of the best in this generation. I just don't think he needs all that extra press. It's there. It's written on the wall. He's like the new Leo.
I like it.
No, that's fair. I still want to see it, just because of a lot of the buzz that I've been hearing about it. But it's probably one of those ones that I'm sure it's going to get the Oscar buzz, so I'll probably wait until the Oscar season to watch it. So,
it's definitely getting the buzz already.
I was very curious when you said my number one wasn't in your top five. That makes sense to be your number one. If it wasn't that one, that makes sense to be that one.
Appreciate
that. But Alex, that brings me to you. Your number one movie of 2025.
All right, so originally it was this movie, and then I saw Mickey 17, and it was Mickey 17. Then you said that, so I was like, all right, I'm going back to the original movie.
Okay.
So that is I'm guessing this is an indie film. I don't know, but it stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Jack Quaid. It's called Neighborhood Watch.
I wanted to see that.
Oh. Really good. First off, again, it's 92 minutes, which is under that 100-minute threshold where I'll watch anything under 100 minutes. It is a really good take on a curious box movie. It lasts one day, but Jack Quaid, man, has really hit my radar. Like I said, I just started watching The Boys this week, but I didn't know about Jack until I watched this in Novocaine this year, and blew me away with his performance, his ability. He might be the best acting Quaid in the family, and I say that fully honestly. But Jeffrey Dean Morgan also plays a version of JDM that we've all come to know and love, but with a different flair. And it's a really good self-contained story. It zips, it's in, it's out, and at the end of it, you're like, damn, that was solid. That was a solid-ass movie.
Okay.
So, yeah, Neighborhood Watch, thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's one that I really did want to see, mainly because of what you said. Like, I'm a fan of JDM. I'm a fan of Jack Quaid. So much so that, Novocaine is in my honorable mentions.
Oh, I love that.
Movie was just a ton of fun.
That movie was great.
My experience was kind of ruined seeing it in 4DX.
Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Our advanced screening was in 4DX, which kind of took me out of the movie. Because it threw me around way too much.
I get that, yeah.
And that was my first ever 4DX experience, and I was just like, this is too much.
Very much so, yes.
I would have much rather just sit in the theater and watched it.
Yes.
I can't watch that movie again.
Why?
It's just too violent.
It's very
It's
violent.
Super violent, man. It made me very uncomfortable in some spots.
That third act with the arm.
Oh my God, dude! Yes, I too turned away and winced. Yeah,
yeah,
but
nope.
That Neighborhood Watch has been on my list. I remember that's been on my radar since I first saw the trailer.
Very fun flick. Highly recommend.
The fact that it's your number one is making me be like, okay, I need to see this movie now.
92 minutes, man. You can do it.
Oh yeah,
okay.
That and Good Boy, I can knock that out at the same time as the Stranger Things film.
Yeah,
that's so flippin' true. Yes.
Well, that brings me to my number one, which, Klep, you already know what it is because I've been a fan of this movie since I first saw the screening of it. I was so blown away by this movie that, like, I knew the moment I saw it, I was like, this is going to be my favorite movie of the year. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. It's kind of how, like, Oppenheimer was for me. The moment I saw Oppenheimer, I was like, oh, this is my favorite. This is going to be my favorite movie of the year. But my favorite movie this year is Sinners. Number one.
I flippin' knew it. I need to see that damn flick.
I know it.
Number one.
And you're not wrong. It very well should be in someone's number one. Just not mine.
It's actually a number one. It's actually another movie that the production company asked me if they could use a quote, but they never did. They never ran it. And it was the opening line of my review. It was, this movie goes from period piece to masterpiece.
Oh, that's a good line. That is
because
a very good line.
It's exactly what it is. It starts off as a Prohibition period piece that goes into a vampire movie, and it is fucking brilliant. And I won't spoil anything, but Klep knows exactly what I'm talking about. There is one scene in particular in that movie that raises the bar on that movie so fucking high. It is the one scene that I was watching it and it's like a 5-minute sequence. And I'm sitting in theaters already enjoying the movie, and this sequence plays out, and I'm just sitting in theaters and all being, this is fucking brilliant.
I cannot wait to watch it.
And then the rest of the movie just plays out, and it's that same exact brilliance. Michael B. Jordan plays the brothers flawlessly.
That's Michael B. Man.
Now you're making me rethink it because I like Marty Supreme for the groundedness of Safdie and the way he can depict the story and make me interested in ping pong, and a guy who's just thrives and strives for perfection, and it consumes his everything. And I love that movie for that. But when you're talking about the art behind Sinners and so much that goes into making this movie, it puts it at that level where, like, it should be number one. But for me, it's a little niche.
I can understand that. There's so many elements to this movie, though, that I just kind of put it above niche. Again, you put Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler together, you're going to get.
They're going to always do it. They're going to always kill it.
You're going to get a winning combination no matter what. But I mean, again, like I was saying about Michael B. Jordan playing both of those brothers individually. I mean, you're talking two different brothers who have two very distinct different personalities, and he plays them both so meticulously and brilliantly, you would swear they were played by two different people. You'd never know it was the same person, and it's a flawless experience. Like, the way they interact with each other, you would never know they were two different people.
Cannot wait.
And I like that. I like that you can see that and feel that about this movie, and that's what's making me like, maybe I should have rethought that. But like, I don't feel like universally this movie is seen that way. I feel like it's being placed in a box. I feel like it's niche, one, because of its cast, and two, because of its genre. Because it's horror and it's a full-blown black cast. And I feel like that's why it's losing to films like One Battle and The Marty Supremes. But it's like, maybe it is a little too niche. I think it's brilliant. I think it's great. I think it deserves more praises. But we know horror and genre films never get their just due when it comes to the masses.
And it's so
people look at it like it's a horror film.
Well, and it's so fitting too that you say that about like how it's put into a box because of how it's viewed, because it's a 99% black cast with the exception of Haley Steinfeld and Jack O'Connell and maybe one or two other people. It is a black cast. So I can see how people would view that and put that in a box, and it's so fitting that that's one of the aspects of the movie itself as well, is race. And going through all that, and because the KKK is involved and racism is involved in that. The movie even addresses what the movie suffers from.
Yeah.
The movie itself suffers from. And even going a step above that, the music alone is another. It's primarily like that soulful Louisiana, like jazz, like music, which is, again, beautiful.
And not only that, not even that music. Remember the other music.
Yeah. It's just the music itself is a character in this movie. I own the soundtrack on vinyl because the music is beautiful.
Nice.
Maybe I just don't want to feel like I'm supposed to like it.
I can see that, and I can understand it. Like, it feels like you're kind of playing along with the box.
Yeah, like
I don't know. It's one of the things I talked about. Like when you said you wanted to do music on yours, and when you said you wanted me to come on and talk about music for movies, what was the first movie I recommended? I want to talk about Sinners.
Yeah,
because I think it's great.
Which I don't mind, because I think it is great too. Like I don't have any issues with this movie, except I don't think it's universally sound. I don't think that it reaches the audiences like it should. And then I feel like I'm a little biased if I'm like, yeah, this is the greatest movie of the year. Da, 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 da. Like,
I get that.
No, it's a great movie, but I know a lot of people who don't like horror. I know a lot of people who wouldn't understand the culture behind it. Like, so to me, it's like, from my perspective, it's not universally sound. I don't think that everybody is going to grab it just because it's in the media and everyone's talking about it. And it's just like that movie Moonlight. Remember that movie Moonlight?
Yeah,
the year that it won?
That's a good example.
Like, I saw that movie on my own accord because I think that came out before I was doing critics, or like when I had first started critics. So I didn't get a screening, but I went to go see that movie, and I walked away like I didn't even like that movie. But you know what I mean?
And it's weird how some movies can fall into that too, because Moonlight is a good example of that too. But another movie I'm thinking of, getting away from black culture, is Parasite, which is more Asian culture. And then like that kind of fit into that box too. But then you look at another movie that's about Asian culture, which is another amazing movie, and that's Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. And that doesn't fit in that box because of the type of
it's
movie.
Very universal. Yeah.
Yes.
Time travel actions.
Yeah.
You know, martial arts, like it's more universally sound. So I don't know. Did Crazy Rich Asians also ever win or nominated?
I don't remember if it won. I do remember seeing that in theaters though and really enjoying that movie. Yeah,
that was a great film, but that's another example. Yeah, so like I have no strikes against that film. I think Sinners is top tier filmmaking. Brian Krugar did his thing. It just didn't make my list, but I understand why it's on your list. I do. I completely do.
Can't wait.
Yeah. No, it's fair. Yeah, Alex, if you haven't seen it yet, man, like you
to
need to.
It's one that Kara and I want to watch together, so we just have to find the time.
Yeah, you got to make the time to watch it. It's another long one.
And Alex, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it too, because like I think between what me and Ben are saying, I think you're going to go into it with a different perspective and come out of it with an even better perspective, because now you can understand. I feel like some things are made for me.
I get that.
And some things are made for you guys. And then, so for me, it's like, it's not that big of a wow for me than it would be for y'all.
I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. All right, let's dive into some of our honorable mentions, and then I'll give you guys the opportunity to plug away before we wrap things up. Alex, what are some of your honorable mentions?
All right, so
didn't make the list.
A lot of seconds. So we got Wicked 2, we got Nobody 2. As a parent, I always have to have a kids movie. I'm throwing The Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Last Straw on there. It was really well done.
Okay.
Really, really well done. Deliver Me From Nowhere, only because it made me listen to Springsteen again. I haven't listened for a while. But my guiltiest pleasure on this list is John Wick Ballerina, because I will watch anything in the John Wick universe. And I just thought it was a fun, stupid little movie, and it was great. So those are my honorable mentions.
I mean, the John Wick thing is great, but I mean, I'll watch anything with Ana de Armas,
well,
too.
there's that. Oh, you know what? The movie that almost made the list, but instead Begonia beat it out, Mountainhead. I think it was an HBO Max movie, maybe, but it was done by Jesse Armstrong from Succession. It's got Steve Carell. It's got the guy that played the Riddler in Gotham. It's got Remy Youssef and Jason Schwartzman. Like, it's a really, really fun look at millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire culture and everything.
I remember seeing the trailer
killing
for
the
that,
world.
yeah.
So Mountainhead was a good time, sort of.
Okay. Klep, how about you? What were some of your honorable mentions for this year?
So I got a movie that you guys probably remember when I say it, Black Bag. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliantly done.
That was very well done. I did see that one.
Soderbergh movie. Yeah. I like that film. She Rides Shotgun, which was very underrated.
Heard good things.
Tarragate. I can't remember his name.
Taron
Egerton.
Taron Egerton. And the young lady that's in that film, she was awesome in that as well. Yeah, that's such a great film. One of my guilty pleasures was Christie.
Really?
Okay. Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
Really like that movie, and I think she's doing a great job in it. I think that movie absolutely slams the Smashing Machine.
Oh, wow.
When it comes to sports biopics this last year. Yeah, I think she should get a little more credit for that role because she really dumbs down the looks and plays
lets
into
her
that
acting
character.
chops shine. Yeah.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that movie. It's one that I would definitely recommend.
I think she's another one that once people get past her looks, they'll realize how good of an actress I think she actually is.
Yeah,
because she's fantastic in Christie. She's really good in The Housemaid too.
She was good in The White Lotus.
That was really good too.
She was good in The White Lotus season 1. I think if she can be given more roles like Christie, where she can just be a person and not an object, I think that would be helpful for her career.
Yeah, I don't even want to see her anywhere near a rom-com.
No, she did the one with Glenn Powell, and that did the job. So she's good now, and I love Glenn Powell, and he can do no wrong. So whatever. Love The Running Man.
Yeah,
I'm hearing mixed on that, but I still need to watch it for myself.
I enjoyed it.
It's okay. It's
popcorn, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Michael
I love
Cera
Edgar
steals
Wright.
the show. Edgar Wright too, for sure. I immediately watched Hot Fuzz afterwards.
Oh God, I love that movie. Have you seen? Speaking of Edgar Wright, Alex, have you seen One Night in Soho?
No, I need to
watch it.
All right,
watch it.
Put it on the list.
That's a great Edgar Wright movie.
Okay.
Anything else on honorable mentions, Klep? Or was that it?
No, that's my only one. I wanted to put Housemaid on there, but I was like, no, too much Sydney Sweeney.
Gotcha.
Fair
Makes
enough.
sense.
Yeah.
So I have a couple more. We've already mentioned a couple, like Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts, Novocaine and Naked Gun. But the other ones I have, Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. I thought that was
really.
Yeah, I enjoyed it for what it is as a Mission Impossible movie. I enjoyed it. Weapons, I thought was really well done.
I've heard great things.
I can't believe this is on my honorable mentions list, but I slept on it, and the moment I watched it, I understood the hype. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, super good time.
Great soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Absolutely phenomenal soundtrack. I have Golden on Beat Saber on my Oculus,
as you should,
or on my my MetaQuest. And the last one, which I'm very curious why I got heat for this one, Karate Kid Legends is in my honorable mentions.
Yeah, man.
You know what? This is your honorable mentions, and I love that for you. The thing that saved that movie for me was Johnny at the end. Miyagi-Do. Everything that Billy Zabka touches in the Karate Kid universe is phenomenal. And his little 30 seconds at the end of that movie was delightful. I enjoyed it. You're right. It was. I liked it better than the Jaden Smith, Jackie Chan version of the Karate Kid.
For sure.
And it was fun. The world that they're putting out is a fun world to be in.
Okay.
Ben, do you remember watching my panel with them?
Watching Watching
the
what?
panel that I did with Cobra Kai. The last panel that I did.
At Rhode Island? No, I haven't had a chance to. I wasn't in the room for it, and I haven't edited that one yet, so I haven't seen it.
Yes, you did.
I did post it. Oh, then I did watch it. Yes, I'm sorry, I did.
Do you remember the scene when I was talking to Brandon Lee about his character?
Yes.
This is why I cannot stand that movie, because they had an opportunity.
Now I know why. Yep, the missed opportunity.
I know why. Missed opportunity to connect this movie to the Cobra Kai universe beyond just having Johnny pop up at the end for fan service.
Did
you see Karate? Did you see the Legends at all?
Everything under the sun. Karate Kid I've seen.
We know that Ben Wang's character has a brother who died.
Yes.
Why didn't they use the kid from the show?
Oh my God, that would have been
the one that died in the Saikai Taikai.
For sure.
Then it would have made sense for Daniel to show up.
All of it would have made perfect sense. God damn, that's good.
Yeah, it is a good missed opportunity. It's a really good missed opportunity.
I feel like two different writers' rooms were not talking to each other at that time.
Yeah, and it makes that movie just feel like a cash cow. That's why I absolutely hate it.
I think, if I'm correct, I think that movie was already being written.
It was already written before the final season was in development. Correct.
And Ralph Macchio was a late addition to the movie.
Right.
Yeah, because they needed to sell the movie.
And that was the only way it was going to work. I couldn't agree more.
They needed to sell the movie. So,
but I loved it.
I would rather watch
pleasures,
the next Karate Kid 100 times.
Walton Goggins, so fair enough. But
wait, Walton Goggins is in the next Karate Kid?
Absolutely, he's one of the bullies on the jerk squad.
I haven't seen that movie in so long, I don't remember.
That's what I'm here for, Ben.
I was upset that she didn't show up in Cobra Kai.
I am a bit surprised. I'll be perfectly honest. I am very, very surprised Swanktown did not come out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's all fair, and you're right. That is a missed opportunity that does kind of diminish the movie a little bit when you think about the fact how much better that movie could have been if they'd done that.
Yeah, that movie would have did numbers if they would have connected that.
It would have.
Okay. All right. That's fair. Before we get ready to wrap up, what are we looking forward to in 2026? TV shows, movies. I can tell you, just run off a couple of mine real quick. I know Avengers Doomsday, obviously, is one I'm looking forward to. Supergirl is another one I'm looking forward to. I will tell you, Project Hail Mary is one I am really looking forward to.
That looks fun.
Yep.
What else? Spider Noir, the Nicolas Cage Spider-Man.
Yep.
The series that Amazon is doing. I love Spider Noir. That's my favorite Spider-Man variant.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to that. And believe it or not, because the first movie is a guilty pleasure of mine, Devil Wears Prada 2.
Hell yeah, man. No need to be guilty about that. Just let it be a pleasure. Just let it be a pleasure.
No, I think it's going to be good. I mean, listen, I was excited for Freakier Friday.
Yeah. And it was fun.
Okay.
It was fun. It had Manny Jacinto. How do you not love it? I'm excited for Avatar Last Airbender Season 2, of course. Mm-hmm. Anything Game of Thrones, we have both the House of the Dragon Season 3 as well as Dunkin' Egg. I forget what they're calling it, but it's Dunkin' Egg. Let's not lie to ourselves. The Avengers stuff for sure. Wonder Man, dude, coming right out real soon. Super excited for that. Folks, no one is promoting it at all, and that's okay. Go check out Wonder Man. It's going to be good. And then, anything else that comes up, I'm here for. I'm game for.
Aren't we also getting Vision Quest this year, too?
That's what they say, man. I'll believe it when I see a preview.
I saw the trailer.
Damn it. Okay, I guess we're getting Vision Quest this year.
And it is insane.
Paul Bettany can do no wrong, man. Ever since damned A Knight's Quest, or A Knight's Tale, I've been buying Paul Bettany's
I love A Knight's Tale.
Right? Come on.
Oh, Lanterns is another one I'm looking forward to.
Do you guys want to know what Vision Quest is about?
No, I don't. Okay. I do not. Right. I do not. Don't do that to me.
Well, the trailer's going to eventually come out.
And I will not watch it, Klep. I'm going to go out of my way to not see as much as I can.
I'll wait for the trailer. I'll watch the trailer.
I was so excited when I saw that trailer.
God damn, I love Bettany. All right.
Klep, how about you? Anything that you're really looking forward to for the year?
Yes, I am looking forward to Project Hail Mary out of curiosity. I probably won't rush to it, but I definitely want to see it. Masters of the Universe.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I have seen clips, and I'm ready to piss myself in theaters.
Oh my god, I love that. Love that.
I'm telling you right now, if you are a He-Man fan, man, get ready. Also, super excited for Wonder Man. Super excited for Vision Quest, Daredevil Born Again Season 2.
Oh, yes.
Punisher, Spider-Man. My most highly anticipated film is Avengers Doomsday, only because of the stuff that I'm hearing. Legit stuff without any like details. People are just like, they know the entire story. People have told them, and it's going to make all the money.
Just the stuff that Hiddleston's been saying about the movie, about how like it is brilliant. It is a brilliantly told, like story.
The Russos can do big. They can't do small, but they can do big. That's not true. I enjoyed Cherry.
Well, they can do small because they also did Community.
Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
So I like Cherry too. People sleep on Cherry. I like Cherry a lot.
Cherry's solid, man. Cherry's a real good flick.
Yeah. And last but not least, I am super excited for Street Fighter.
Me too.
Ooh,
that's a good one. Yep.
That's going to be a very fun one.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That trailer is
nice.
And they gave us 30 seconds? Not even.
That's all we needed.
And it was at the Game Awards of all places where they revealed it.
I mean, that's brilliant.
Well, not of all places. That makes sense.
Pretty
that
brilliant.
it was at the Game Awards.
Yeah.
So, and then they had the entire cast there too.
Yeah. I noticed that none of us said Mario.
Oh, Super Mario Galaxy. That's right. That's coming out this year.
It's going to be fine. It'll be great.
I think I'm losing a little bit of steam on Pratt.
Oh, I've been losing steam on Pratt.
I mean, I know. Like, I got the screen. I'll go to the screening of Mercy coming up in a couple weeks.
I don't think Mercy's going to be good.
Yeah, I noticed the Electric State didn't make anyone's top 5.
Oh yeah, that didn't make my top 5 either.
Yeah.
Mercy seems like it's like when I watch the trailer, it's an intriguing premise, but it feels like something that could have just been a straight Netflix release.
Yep.
Instead of theaters.
It looks like a Netflix release. And it also feels like the director of RoboCop.
Yeah,
feels like
that's
Starship
fair.
Troopers.
Yeah, campy and stiff. I want Chris Pratt to stop asking me to take him seriously. I don't like taking Chris Pratt seriously. Like, can I just
keep bringing us Star-Lord and we'll
give
be
me
happy.
Star-Lord, give me Andy Dwyer, and like, here's the thing: I will go see Mario for literally everyone else, from Charlie Day to Jack Black to Brie Larson. Is it Brie Larson? Is she Rosalina? I think.
I don't remember.
Oh, I think she is Rosalina.
And like, I love Brie Larson. Speaking of community friends, So yeah, Chris Pratt is like the least reason I'm into the Mario movie. Give me the Sonic franchise.
Sonic franchise is so good.
So good.
Yeah, I'm actually just not even excited about the Mario movie at all because I feel like they're alienating the generation that made it popular.
Yes.
Like they just kind of just went from OG to like Galaxy.
Straight to the
dude. What about fucking Mario 2? Like
dude, any of those. Like even Yoshi's Island. Give me the Yoshi's Island prequel, man.
Well, I was going to say, give us like if you're going to skip 2, at least give us 3. Like give us like Frog Suit Mario and Tycoon.
Or even the airships.
Yeah.
Like, the airships was a great idea. That whole way that they made that world was awesome. The big world, the giant world. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun.
I just, I don't care. I don't care at all. Like it's not interesting to me at all.
Take that, Mario.
All right, that's all fair.
Give me my Mega Man movie. Oh man, we forgot Zelda, but that's
right.
But it's 2027 though.
Is it 2027? Okay.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next year.
Yeah.
So, I want to give you guys an opportunity to plug away before we wrap things up. So, Alex, what have you got going on that people can check out?
Folks, I don't have much going on. I'm a father, a professional, and soon to be a husband. But in your spare time, check out our podcast, the Quit Chasing Podcast. We are a little cheeky, a little irreverent, and always unqualified. We talk Philadelphia Phillies baseball and a little bit more. Sometimes we hop into movies, TV, and music. If I have a recommendation from 2025 albums, Haley Williams, Ice in My OJ. Super good album. Highly recommend it.
I was just talking to somebody about that today. I haven't heard it yet, and I need to.
Highly recommend it. So that's all I got going on. How about you, Klep?
Oh, you guys know I do a little podcast called the Screening Room Podcast. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. we go live. We're on a little hiatus because it's the holidays, but we will be back just in time for the spring season. And then, when the con season starts rolling in, you guys are going to catch us at all the Comic-Cons, CinemaCon, hopefully the Oscars this year. But we're going to be everywhere. So, and you guys can find me everywhere at Klep CX on all platforms. I keep it simple so you guys can find me everywhere. And for movie news, television news, and pop culture, check out wearecritics.com. It's right there. You guys can see it right there. That's, where we primarily talk about everything that's going on in the industry.
Yeah, I love asking Alex to promote because he automatically goes into like this announcer voice.
100%, man. It's my Troy McClure. You always got to be ready with your Troy McClure in the back pocket.
And I always start with Alex too because I know at the end of it he's going to be, "How about you, Klep?" And like he basically runs the show for me for the next 2 to 3 minutes, and I love it.
You just got to set it up for the spike.
Yeah, exactly. But both of you guys have great outlets. There's a reason why we're friends. There's a reason why I brought you guys back to do this here. As far as I'm concerned, it can be the three of us doing this every year, and it's going to be.
With it. I am with it.
This is
just
great.
as good. Folks, if you're watching or listening, you guys will hear these two on the podcast. I'm sure many more times between now and the next best of 2026 when we do that next year. We've got Oscars. We've got a bunch of other episodes we're going to do. Klep, I know you and I were talking about doing like a top 5 John Candy.
Ooh.
Yeah, we got to do it. And we got to do the check the score.
That's right. We got to do check the score for critics, which is going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys both so much for coming on. As always, this is just one of those episodes where I know we're on like almost 3. Well, we did take a little bit of a break in the middle that people aren't hearing. So we're about like 2.5 hours.
Wow. You're welcome, folks. You're welcome.
This episode is always the longest episode of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys for giving me your time and coming on. There's plenty that we talked about. There's plenty that we missed. I'm sure that people are probably punching their dashboards or their desks over. To everybody who submitted feedback, we're going to get to that in the post-credit. So stick around for that. But gentlemen, thank you guys so much for coming on one more time.
Our pleasure.
So, that about wraps it up for the main body. Stick around for the post-credit, and we'll be right back into it.
Cool. Welcome to Wilhelm!
All right, everybody, welcome into the post-credit here for Wilhelm. If you're new to the podcast, this is the little section I do at the end of the show that just kind of acknowledges listener feedback, special thanks to my guests, any kind of news or anything like that. This is just the little section, and I'm going to do that. I promise not to take too much more of your time for this episode. But, of course, I want to send a huge thank you out to both of my guests, Klep Napier and Alex Krugar, for joining me on this one. They joined me on it last year. I'm sure I'll have them again next year. These year-end conversations, beginning of the year technically, but about the end of the year, are always a blast. It's always great getting to break down all of our favorites and kind of everything that made 2025 just such a really strong year for movies and television. Before we close out the episode, however, let's take a moment just to hear from you, the listeners, with some of your listener feedback. So let's do that right now, and we'll go over some of the feedback that I received from some of you as to what were some of your favorite movies and television of 2025. First one comes from Alma Contreras. Alma, thank you so much for sending in the feedback. And Alma says, for me, Sinners was my top movie of the year, as was mine. I really liked the Alien Earth series and Welcome to Derry. Oh, and I almost forgot, I loved Dexter Resurrection. So did I. Honorable mention for The Pit. John Joseph, my buddy John, says movies, Sinners, Weapons, and Companion, which he believes is a very underrated movie. Shows, Welcome to Derry, Severance, Paradise, which is one that wasn't mentioned, and The Studio. Becky Anderson says The Pit, hands down. Becky, I really need to see that series. It's on my list. Best show of 2025, she says. It, Welcome to Derry, would be a close second. Jennifer Kennedy, final season of Stranger Things was my favorite TV show. I talked a little bit about that on the episode. I just loved the way they portrayed the moms, nerds, and other unlikables as heroes. It was also so beautifully nostalgic. It was just perfect. Family movie was K-pop Demon Hunters. Outstanding story, music, rewatchability. It was just so good. I agree with you on All counts. Stranger Things, K-pop, all of it. Paul Williams, my buddy Paul. Favorite movies? Good Boy. This was my top movie of the year. So you have something in common with Klep, Paul. Weapons, Bring Her Back. I'm sensing a theme to all of those movies, Paul. Paul is a huge horror fan, so it comes to me as no surprise that these are some of his favorite movies of the year. Favorite TV series? Stranger Things season 5, Has Been Hotel. That was one that wasn't mentioned, but also a really good pick. Should have been in my honorable mentions, but I forgot about it. And Dexter Resurrection. Megan Divley Lehman. Stranger Things knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. I'm enjoying Fallout's return. We didn't mention Fallout either. Damn. Still loving Yellow Jackets, although season 3 was my least favorite. Lost me after season 1. And for something different, I loved The Paper, although haven't actually finished season 1 yet. I think it could be as good or better than The Office with Ned as such a strong lead character. Megan, I'm going to strongly disagree with you. It will not be nearly as good as the original Office. While, yes, the original Office has its flaws, my opinion, I didn't enjoy The Paper. There were some moments that made me laugh. I feel like there are not enough elements of the original Office to kind of make it as strong as a contender of The Office. I could be wrong. Only time will tell. We'll see. Odessa Pope Wells. I'm totally afraid of scary movies, but Sinners was so good, especially because my daughter took me as a surprise for my birthday. That's awesome, Odessa. Love that, and I agree. Sinners is fantastic. Lisa Edmondson Walker. Sinners was amazing, and I don't usually like scary movies. For shows, it was The Pit, Severance, Fallout, The Last of Us, and Only Murders in the Building. I completely forgot to mention Only Murders in the Building in my honorable mentions as well. That show was so good, and it only gets better. Gavin Kubica. I didn't watch a lot of movies and stuff from this year specifically, but Sinners was crazy good. Marty Supreme was really good, and I liked Wicked. For TV shows, obviously Severance, Pluribus, and The Studio. Oh, and I forgot about Zootopia 2, which is so good. I'm hearing so many great things about Zootopia 2. Like, I really enjoyed the first one. I'm going to have to really get it. I'm going to have to see the second one. We'll see how long it's going to take me. And of course, last piece of feedback comes from Billy Taylor, another former guest and another great friend of mine. My favorite movie of the year was Superman. That comes as no surprise, knowing you, Billy. And my favorite show was a shocker because I'm not a horror guy, but it was It, Welcome to Derry. So many people chose It, Welcome to Derry as in your list of favorite shows. I'm going to have to get on the ball and really get in there to give that one a watch. It's over now, so I can binge it, which is nice. Thank you everyone so much for sharing your thoughts and your reactions and your lists. I genuinely love seeing what kind of connects you and how your picks are compared to ours as we go through and list our picks. As always, you can find Spotify on Wilhelm, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a new episode, especially as we roll into a brand new year of Wilhelm. Really excited for a lot of the things I've got planned and a lot of things I have coming. You can also follow the show on social media on Instagram and Facebook at Wilhelm Podcast, and visit the website welcome to wilhelm.com for episodes, reviews, interviews, and so much more. I'm really building up the website. There's going to be a lot of great content coming to the website as well. And if you're looking for a way to support the show, which I really appreciate, the Wilhelm Patreon will finally be launching soon with some really fun perks planned. So stay tuned for more details on that. That should be within the next 2 weeks. It's finally going to launch. I know I've been talking about it for years, but as I said at the beginning, at the top of the episode, it is planned, it is done, it is written out. I just have to record a couple things and type out a couple intros, and then it finally goes live. So again, look for that in a matter of like a week or two. Thank you guys so much, as always, for listening to the podcast and continuing to support the show. It means so much more to me than you'll ever know. This past year, 2025, even though I didn't do a lot, the fact that I won the 2 awards are so important to me, and I don't want to take that for granted. I want to continue to put out good content, more award-winning content, and we'll see if maybe we can snag a couple more awards along the way. So I just want to say thank you once again to Klep Napier and Alex Krugar for joining me. Thank you for all of you for listening or watching, if that's what you're doing now, since we're doing the video version. And until next time, I will see you guys on another episode of Wilhelm. Take care.